Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Twilight of the Old Order and Ain't No Place for a Hero are two campaigns currently co-joined, set in the world of Duranarki, the continent of men. In this gritty, cutthroat world, politics, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 126 of Twilight of the Old Order, and episode 103 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The two parties have reunited some days back and now find themselves thrust into the heart of a perilous mission on a long-forgotten, dismal, festering island. We rejoin the story with Karios having just been slain by a ball of acid, a ship sighted out at sea, and a group of armed people fast approaching along the rock ledge at the foot of the cliff. Hello, I'm Chris, otherwise known as GM Chance, and, as the words on screen say, welcome to our story. And, as I now quite regularly say, welcome to our stories. For regular viewers, you will know that we have two campaigns, two stories which are set in the same world at the same time in the same world, involving different characters. And those two stories have interwoven. This is in fact the third time that these two parties, these two stories have come together, and the characters in each of the two stories have worked together. And up on screen you can see the characters that will be in play tonight. Up until very recently there were 13 characters in play. You will see that there is a blank space there, and that is the blank space of the character that was very tragically killed last session, and we'll come to that discussion in a little bit of time. In a second or so I'm going to hand over to the players to introduce their characters and then to answer a character development question. I send these questions out earlier in the week. We play on a Wednesday night, as we are tonight, and typically on a Monday I send these questions out for people to think over and then answer, as we're about to in a minute or so. And the idea behind them is we all learn a little bit more about the characters that these players are playing. The other thing I would say is just my regular thank you for all of our supporters and the people that follow our channel. We really do appreciate it. What we would say to you if you're a newcomer, if perhaps you've watched one or two of these and you're enjoying them, we'd really appreciate either a like or even better, a subscribe down below. It really does help the channel grow. Thanks very much. Alright, with no further ado, we're handing over to the players to introduce the multitude of characters up on screen. Take it away, Pete.
Hi, I'm Pete, and in this episode I'll be playing Leif. Leif is a half-elf warrior mage, which means he uses weapons as well as magic. He's a friendly fellow, very empathetic, and a really kind member of the party.
Kia ora, I'm Mason, and for this episode I'm playing Demos. He's a very attractive, very hunky, very buff mixed man. Really great with his spear and shield, and he can whip out some swords if he needs to. He's not the most intelligent person, but he makes up for it with a lot of kindness, a lot of gentleness, except for when he's fighting. And he's been with the party for a little while, has thoroughly enjoyed his time with them, is very much looking forward to saving the world, and on the side he is looking and hoping to find his long lost sister that was kidnapped a long time ago.
Hi, I'm Graham. I play in the Arsenal. Niathanol Sherakir. She is a Magent, which is a mix of stealthy skills, fighting skills, and magic skills, mentalism, magic of the mind. She is a complex character, something of a religious fundamentalist who believes in assassination as a sacred endeavour. She keeps that well hidden, however. She is, however, a dab hand with a short sword and uses her magic and sneaky ability to good use in sneaking up on her adversaries.
Hi, my name's Giles, and for this episode I'm playing Tarquin. So Tarquin is a young, ridiculously good-looking half-elf. During his early life and adolescence, he's been well trained in the gentle arts of thievery, charming others using his remarkably good looks, and of course, violence. He is in his own way a religious man, and he's out looking for some understanding as to what's happened to his homelands.
Kia ora, I'm Alex, and for this episode I'm playing Karios. Karios is a young North woman. She's a weather mage, a pretty powerful weather mage with some very cool spells. She's quite sweet and kind, a bit emotionally labile, but wears a heart on her sleeve and a strong moral compass. She also has a companion, a cat called Victory, who's a very important member of the party, and Victory was rescued, oh there's Victory, a wee while ago from impending doom.
Hello, I'm Graham. I play Etienne Gilderflower. He is a genitrist, which is a type of paladin or holy warrior. He follows the teachings of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and he believes that her will leads him on, and he makes decisions based on the dreams he receives or thinks he receives from his goddess. He has joined the party on the mission to, as he understands it, to save the old order, the world as they know it. He is a very charming, very good-looking man, a very eccentric man, speaks in riddles and rhymes most of the time, but he believes in a higher purpose. He's a very dab hand with a sword, usually found in full plate.
Kia ora, I'm Pete and I'll be playing Mithan in this episode. Mithan is a ranger. She's a high man. She's pretty good at outdoor skills and she's a pretty good archer. She's not a people person. She doesn't really care about people's feelings, although she's beginning to in this party.
Hi, I'm Aidan and I'm playing Gray. Gray is a very handsome half-elf who doesn't really believe in wearing shirts. He's constantly just displaying his body all the time, which, you know, he's got it, so he's flaunting it. He's got a bit of a tragic backstory. Pretty much everyone he's ever really cared about has been murdered brutally. But despite that, he's still a lovely guy. He's very caring, cares a lot about his teammates and also animals, loves animals, as he is a beastmaster. So he has the power to kind of, I don't know, not control, well, he can control animals, but he can also kind of interact with them and understand them and get them to help him do what he needs to do. And when he's not using his magic, he is a bit of a dab hand with an axe. He is very good at chopping things, chopping enemies, and also good with a little bit of stabby and a crossbow as well. He has a bird called Wingy that is his best friend that needs to have a bit more of a story, I guess. She'll come into it a bit more like down the road, I think. Yeah, that's great.
Hello, I'm Graham, and I play Severin Kaidegard, who is a human swordsman, a dab hand at the sword, has spent his whole life training in swordsmanship. He is a very charming fellow and fancies himself as a bit of a leader.
Hi, I'm Stara. I play Jada. She's a 6'7" Arab-looking woman. She fights with a quarterstaff. but not often because she's a healer. She grew up in a monastery where they adopted her, and she has just been taught how to heal, do martial arts. That's all she's done her entire life.
Hello, I'm Graham, and I'm playing Tanya Anastasia, who is an elven hunter. Dab hand with a bow. She has some outdoor skills, some very adept sneaky skills, and is an interesting personality, a little bit spiky, a little bit difficult to know, but inside, a good egg.
Kia ora everyone, my name's Anthony, and for this episode I'm playing Ascalion, or Ascal for short. He's a tall half-elf warrior mage who comes from the port city of Shabibi, and accordingly his favourite weapon is his ornate cutlass. As a warrior mage, Ascal combines his offensive and defensive spells along with his prowess with his cutlass and in unarmed combat.
Kia ora, my name's Pete, and I'll be playing Nicholas in this episode. Nicholas is a common man and a mentat by profession. That means he is a spell user, and he uses spells from the mentalism realm. Nicholas is a quiet and sort of unassuming sort of fellow. He doesn't like to draw attention to himself.
And there we go. Well introduced by the players. I think you'll agree. Hopefully you have a bit more of a sense of who those faces are up on the screen. And now handing it over to the players to introduce one of the character development questions that they've chosen earlier in the week. We're kicking it off tonight with Graham. Take it away, Graham.
Yep, one question for all four characters. If your character discovered that a trusted party member had been keeping a significant secret, how would they approach the situation and would they forgive the deception? Severin would probably take them aside and grumpily urge them to come clean. Tanya would seek to understand, but if there wasn't a good reason, would probably react with anger. Nyathanael would investigate what's behind it, assuming the worst. Etienne would be disappointed and would probably ultimately question why he's hanging out with that person and ultimately his place in the party.
Very good. Thank you very much indeed. Who would you like to hear from?
I will hear from Mason.
Hello, thank you. So, for Demos, where am I? If your character discovered that a trusted party member had been keeping a significant secret, how would they approach the situation and would they forgive the deception? For Demos, unless it was a secret that was potentially putting the party or someone specifically in the party in harm's way, he'd probably assume it was kept for a good reason and would I guess ask what's going on, and he'd feel like a little bit sad, I guess, that the person didn't feel like they could trust anyone in the party to kind of come clean, but he'd get it if there was a really good reason behind it. I'm also playing Tarquin tonight,
You are,
and
thank you for doing so.
oh, so fine. This is verbatim from the message I got from Giles. He just said Tarquin would be. Oh, this is the same question. Tarquin would be perplexed. Keeping secrets is an important part of simply keeping going. Significant. Well, that's just a concept according to whom. I was like, that's such a just suits his profession.
It does, and a very, very, very Giles thing to say as well.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Lovely.
I'll pass over to Sarah.
Thank you, and again, thank you for playing another character tonight. Sarah.
Thank you. Jada's answering if your character discovered that a trusted party member had been keeping some significant secret, how would she approach the situation? She would weigh up the reasons why that person kept a secret, think of what the consequences were, try and make a new agreement going forward now that the secret's out. But if none of those things were good in her mind, she'd probably ghost them or kill them. I think Askel's just answering for Askel as well.
Yes, and thank you for playing Askel as well.
So I think the last one, if he was to encounter a situation where his memories had been altered for the greater good, how would he react? I think he'd be fine with that.
Okay.
I think Askel's fine with that, for the greater good, yeah.
Greater good, cool. Okay, cool. Thank you, and again, my thanks to you as with Mason for picking up 2 characters tonight, your own and someone else's. Who would you like to hear from, please, Sarah?
Can I hear from Pete?
Pete.
Well, thank you. I'm going to answer the one about if my characters had discovered someone keeping a significant secret. Yeah, for all 3 characters. So Leif would, of course, each situation will be depending on who the character was and depending on what the secret was, but Leif would probably quietly take them aside as well and support them or he might well engage, he might well look to tell the rest of the group first and then, but always wanting to achieve understanding of what the situation was, and he'd be coming from a place of kindness. But then, depending what the secret was, of course, she would be confrontational, absolutely.
Right.
It might be, and depending on the secret, it might be confrontational at the. Well, no, not with these characters. She actually does trust them, but yeah, she'll probably be broken a bit. She'll be really, really sad because it's the first time she's trusted, and she really does trust at least the hero party. But then she will probably be moved to anger, depending on the nature of the thing, and she might well be aggressive. Nicholas would enlist the help of someone else and want someone else to deal with it. He would want to watch from the sidelines, or he would put in his opinion, but he would probably go to someone else and make them aware of what he knew.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pete.
Yep, thank you. And we're going to hear from Alex, please.
Yes, I'm going to play Grey tonight. Hopefully, we'll see. So I will have a go at answering the question for him, and I'll do the last one, which is if your character were to encounter a situation where their memories had been altered for their greater good, how would they react? So I read that question as like if that was to happen for them personally. I don't think this would be okay with Grey. I think his memories and what he's been through with like the death of his parents and some of the other nasty stuff I am reading on his backstory sheet at the minute, I think this is what's shaped him and motivated him and created his goals. Mm-hmm. So it might have been easier and nicer for him not to remember, but I don't think he'd be okay with it because it would change. All of that's made him who he is and set him on his path. So I don't think he'd be okay with that.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And again, my thanks to you, to Mason and to Stara for picking up characters that aren't their own tonight. We've got 3 players who are not able to join us this evening. So thank you, much appreciated. There we go, gentle viewer and indeed gentle listener. Those are the characters that are in play tonight. I suspect it's going to be a particularly interesting evening this evening for a whole bunch of reasons. And I personally, because I really have no idea what's going to happen, am very curious to see what happens next. Pete, I'm going to hand over to you, please, to do a quick run through of what happened last time. And I think probably the easiest way to do that is I'll just switch to the map for you to talk through, if that's easier.
Indeed, thank you. And actually, I'm a little bit hazy on exactly where we started. I know we're on the rocky shoreline outside the cave, mm-hmm. where the Kikos people are holed up. We had, in the previous session, we had been attacked by the flying mage, and he had been dispatched. It was great. Niatham had been. In the last session, Niatham continued to move a boat towards the group. One of the long boats.
Not that your characters would be aware of that and aren't able to answer that. Yep.
Not that our characters are aware of that.
Yep.
Indeed. So that was one part of what happened. Another part was there was another group of fighters moving. In the session previous, we'd seen a signal shot into the air. We're assuming similar to the one that we were given by the Mon men at the far end of the beach. That. From another party coming along, and during last session we started to see them moving along the shore. But the main event of what happened last session was, unfortunately, there had been the magician with spider legs, or whoever he was, had concealed himself out of the rain, invisible above the cave, and he threw some sort of acid ball on the group and managed to hit many of the members, and were a bit broken actually. But the tragedy was, of course, that he hit Karios, and she rolled poorly on the crit, and that meant that she died. So we're all very shocked by this, I think, all the characters and the players. And it took us a while to sort of process, I think. After that, I think Nathan threw up a wood wall to try and protect us from any more fire from the cave. We tried to shoot the spider-legged magician, whatever he is, but didn't quite. I think hit him. I think Tanya hit him, but we weren't able to stop him from re-entering the cave, so he's still out and about there. I think that's pretty much where we're at. We're sort of still reeling a bit from that attack.
Yes, indeed, and I'll touch on Karios' death in a second. Excellent, thank you, Pete, for a good recap. A couple more things from me, or three more things from me as the GM. Some other things that you noticed. This rope here, you noticed was being pulled up, and indeed, it hasn't gone all the way up, but is in the process of going up. And indeed, some of you noticed that both of these ropes here, certainly one, maybe two of these ropes here, were also going up. Secondly, again, unknown to the rest of the characters, but Tarquin is underwater. I'm not quite sure how he's keeping his arrows in his quiver. We'll come to that in a tick, but he's got his bow in hand, and he is under the water at the moment. I think perhaps Mason Giles may have imparted what he would like to do. I'm not sure, but up to you ultimately what you decide for Tarquin to do. But again, please act as best you can without knowing that either Tarquin is in play here or that Neathanel's in play here. It's hard. It's called metagaming because the players know one thing that the characters don't. But if you can, if at all possible, please do so. There is a line of defense, call it that, here, with Askell, Gray, and Etienne. Demos has just slung Karios' lifeless body over his shoulder, and somewhat stunned, Demos is beginning to move down this kind of very narrow piece of rock, as are most of these other people as well, with Tanya in behind. The last thing I'd say is information to our viewers off camera. So before we switch record each session, we obviously catch up and say hello and go through various things. Off camera, there was some discussion about what happens to Karios. So her character is dead. She lost her both her heart. Not the characters know this, but Karios lost both her heart and her lungs last session to this acid blast, which came out and injured quite a few other characters. So she is dead. There are 3 life levels in this game because Rolemaster is so deadly. Karios has used up all 3 of her life levels. She had no more lifelines, and that's it. She's dead. There are mechanics in Rolemaster where if a character dies, once oxygen starts getting to the brain, the statistics start to go down as the brain shuts down, and then ultimately the same with physical statistics as well. And that's relevant because it was decided off camera that the party, and indeed Alex, who plays Karios, would like to see if the party can potentially revive Karios. There is utterly no guarantee that will happen, and to ensure complete impartiality, it's all going to be down to the dice rolls. Both some dice rolls tonight, and then if Karios gets that far, dice rolls later on. So just for viewers' purposes, that was a conversation we had off camera. There'll be some kind of strange rolls that I'll be asking Karios to make. Karios is dead, of course, but this is basically to see how Karios' statistics start creeping down. Basically, lack of oxygen to the brain, and frankly, rot setting in on her body. Okay. Anything else from the players that we need to touch on? Any qualifying questions? Anything that's not clear? Anything that people don't know where they are or what they're doing or whatever before we start? Going once.
Oh, I have a question.
Sure thing.
How many hit points? How many power points does Askell have?
Goodness.
I don't know where to look.
Yes. I don't know. So
I did ask Anthony, but he's busy.
Okay. So PowerPoints is the one thing as a GM I cannot keep track of. I keep track of your hit points. I don't keep track of your PowerPoints. I'm afraid I don't know, and okay. I don't have a reasonable way here and now to record. I'm sorry, I don't know. Right. Suggest you keep asking Anthony. Would probably be your best shot, or either you or Graham or both check the XP sheet. It's possible that Anthony wrote them down, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. Any other questions, guys?
He's on in the XP sheet. He's on full, which is
22.8.
I would find that hard to believe, to be honest, but maybe that's the case. Oh. If you can message him, that would be good. But if not, we go with that amount, I guess. Any other questions, guys? Oh, okay. If you're all sitting comfortably, if you're all as intrigued as I am to find out what on earth is going to happen, let's start the game. Okay, we are going to be going round by round. I'm just about to kick off the first round. What I need to get into the habit of doing is just making sure that anybody's initiative needs to be changed. This is changing someone's initiative if they're going to be using a spell this round, if they've got a spell ready to use, or if they have an arrow or a weapon on the string ready to fire. Is anybody in that situation? Nope. Okay. In that case, we're off. And the first person... Okay. There's a lot of characters on my sheet, so if you're hearing silence from the GM, he hasn't gone to sleep. He's just going through his software to see who gets to act first. Right, okay. All right, cool. And Neathral, you are first to act. Hello, Neathral.
Talking to myself. Yeah, so she's bringing in the boats, please. Pushing them into shore and keeping under cover. And pushing them, I think she'll have a little, from the back of the boats, taking cover, using the boat as cover. She'll probably just have a little glance up to see where the characters are, and then aim for that point.
Okay. She decided she was only taking one boat in.
One?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yes.
Two. All right.
Because the conclusion was this would be large enough at a pinch to fit 14 or so people.
Okay. So pushing that one in, and I think she'll probably... she's cognizant of being hit by an arrow from the cave, so using the boat as cover, she'd peek her head up on the left-hand side, out of the water, under cover, but behind the boat, so she can't see the cave. So on that assumption, the cave can't see her.
So like there.
Yeah, and
Yep.
just poking ahead, I'm just having eyes on the shore so she can see where she's going.
Okay, cool. So she was up at the surface last time. Could you give me a swimming roll, please?
Swimming?
Yes.
Oh no, she'd be moving as if on land. Oh, you mean to get to the surface?
Correct.
I agree.
I thought she'd done that last time. I actually thought she'd done that last time.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
so she was at on the surface. So,
Okay.
So, a couple of things. It was about 20 foot down. So the ocean's about 20 foot down. The bottom is about 20 foot. The rope that is tethered is not 20 foot long.
Oh, okay.
So she has, it's a relatively short piece of rope that was tethered to the rope,
Right.
the ring. So
Yeah.
she has to, if she wants to maneuver the boat, she can't walk on the bottom, at least not yet. She needs to swim.
I'll swim.
Cool. Light maneuver, please.
85. Woo.
Nice roll. Plus?
I thought so. The swimming is... Swim is plus 45.
It's 45. Nice. Okay, and she's using, 10% to have a look around, or more?
No, I think she's just looking at the shore and, yeah, maybe just 10%. I think she's quite keen on getting the boat to them.
Okay, cool. So a swim, minimum for a swim is... Yeah, minimum for a swim is 50%, so you can easily do 90% swimming and a 10% look around. Give me an unmasked perception roll. Your character doesn't know what's going on, but you do. Give me a roll, please.
36
Plus perception
plus
roll.
75.
Cool. 111. Yeah, it's she doesn't exactly have a great field of vision, but she rolled 111, which is exactly the amount for a success. So she can see from this angle. She's caught other figures. She's got elven eyesight, and she's a human wouldn't be able to distinguish in this because it's now it's dusk. It's dark, I should say. There are definitely other figures over here that aren't her companions, so she sees that. And she probably catches just a glimpse as the boat kind of moves around to and fro. Etienne and maybe Grey here, and that's about it. She moves the boat kind of this amount. It's quite heavy, but also, she's just pulling it along. She makes some progress. There we go. Next up. Jada. Hello?
Hi.
Oh. Oh.
Where am I?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Got a little bit
What was
excited
that?
there. A little bit excited there.
Where am I?
You're here. Yep, you're here.
Middle.
You are, there you go.
Gosh, what am I going to do? What's our biggest risk so far? Someone's coming at us along the shore. Spider person's there. I've got
Did
nothing.
you want me to chip in?
Do I want to pull the boat? Oh yes, please.
Sorry, is that okay if I chip in with the plan? I think that
Go for it.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing was, we know Karios is down. I think Jada would be wanting to ascertain her damage. So to get, we've got this,
Diagnostic.
us as people have decided, we know what the story with Karios is, but Jada, and we know what we want to do once we find out what's wrong with Karios, but Jada needs to, look at her, figure out if we can do our life-saving plan. So I reckon diagnostics something. Yeah.
Okay. So we're not in any immediate danger. Where are we?
Well, we are, but we need that information.
Let's go as fast as we can. All right.
Yeah.
So diagnostics, I'm plus 84,
Okay.
and
So you walk over to Demos.
yeah, walk over to
To
Karios.
Demos, or to Demos, who is carrying Karios, and
Oh.
make her a diagnostics roll, please.
Oh no, it's 4.
It's a 4. You roll again. Oh, no, this is masked.
Oh right.
It is masked.
Phew.
So, yep, roll again, please.
So I got rid of the bad roll.
Because this is something. The reason it's masked is this is something you don't know, so you can't see it. So yeah, you don't know what the story is.
Okay, 45 this time.
45, and again it's. Oh, sorry. Did I ask you to roll again?
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have. What's your diagnostics? Is what I meant to ask.
80 plus 84.
84. Cool. Okay. So. So even kind of in Demos's arms, you know, you take your time. Sec. Yeah, it'll take you. Interesting. Probably need a couple of rounds to do this completely, but at first glance, you see for sure that there is this gaping hole. Excuse me. In Karios' chest. So this acid cloud that Jada you witnessed, that just enveloped a whole bunch of your companions, and you see Nicholas kind of limping along in utter agony with his leg muscles torn away. This acid has just eaten right into Karios' chest. You can see her ribcage, so it's exposed her ribcage, and this toxin, whatever it is, has just vaporized not only her heart but her lungs as well. Karios is very, very, very dead. Said it was going to take a couple of rounds. Actually, it's such a visible injury. I'm going to say that actually that's all you needed for one round, and you did roll successfully. That's your full rounds, Jadar, as you spend your time doing that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Someone from down here yells. Who immediately hear Etienne, Gray, and Askell, of those 3 characters, what level of, firstly, Thebronic? Do any of you speak Thebronic?
Askell does.
Okay. Do any of the other 2?
Yeah, Etienne an 8.
An 8, okay.
Yeah. Askell's only a 7.
Okay. Etienne and Askell, you hear in Thebronic, identify yourselves.
Thebronic is the language of the Roldenics, right?
Thebronic is the language of this the Southern Seas. The Roldenics would speak Westron mainly.
Right.
Thebronic is a very, very, very commonly spoken language throughout the Southern Seas. It's from the Sea of Thibron, and it's kind of like one of the lingua francas down south. Thebronic is also, or a variation of Thebronic, is also the language spoken by Turon.
Sorry, can we respond to that, or whose go is it?
Yeah, what I'll do is let's respond. Actually, let's respond to that. So the 3 of you, Askell and Etienne, what's your response?
I think Etienne will say to Askell, better you respond. Ask them who they are. And give them your name, but ask them who they are.
That sounds good. In Trebronic, that's what Aska will do.
Okay. We might... Okay. Because that might have effects on what happens. I think we'll... Okay, cool. You've had that little interjection between the two of you. When it actually comes to Askell's turn, I'll ask you to do that. And we'll play things out from there. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay. Just a second. Okay, cool. Next. All right. Leif, you're next.
Leif is going to want to... whereabouts is he, please? Yeah, cool. He's going to want to move to the left of the screen and go between those rocks, and he's wanting to bathe his wound and want to not get in range of the... Oh no, there's the wall, of course. He's wanting to reduce... He's wanting to wash out his wound, and he's wanting to do a perception towards the boat, or out to sea. He's aware that we need to move.
Okay.
And he's aware that Neathanol's out there somewhere. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. So he crouches, he moves to there, it's a very short distance, so minimal movement required. He crouches down for about 10% and starts bathing his wound. Now he's on 1 hit per round, so it's not the acids on his arms, I think it was. Is that right?
I didn't note exactly the location,
Okay.
but sorry, yeah.
Okay. But starts to... So what I'd say is, if he was bleeding at more than 1, I'd say that would reduce a little bit. By doing this, it will probably take less. The hits per round will be lessened than it normally would, if that makes sense. And, okay. Yep, give me a perception roll, please.
Three.
3, it's masked, remember?
Masked, I hope.
Yes, yes. What's your bonus, please?
Plus 51.
Okay. Yeah, look, he doesn't see a lot. He doesn't really get to see much more of the people down there. He's aware that there's been some shouting, and there is some shouting between your companions and down here. He doesn't catch any sight of Neathanol. This boat is moving towards you. He does spot that. But also out to sea, he sees the following. Decent sized ship. Hard to say, a lot about it, other than quite a few of its lanterns are lit. And if you recall, it kind of came round quite reasonably close to the coast around this headland not long ago, maybe only 2 or 3 minutes ago, and it's currently sailing some quarter of a mile out along the coast, certainly down in your direction.
Thank you. I think we all saw that last time. I'm
You did.
pretty sure that was a group.
You did.
Yep.
Yep.
Leif will say, load onto longboat. He's shouting that to the group, the people around him. So he's wanting to make them aware that he can see that one of the longboats is now no longer moored and it's moving its way towards them. He put 2 and 2 together.
Okay. Etienne, you've just said to Askell, hey, Askell, you asked them who they are. That took you, a fraction of your time, maybe 15% or so of your time, if that. What do you want to do with the rest of your time? Do you want to be involved in discussion? Do you want to do something else that I should be aware of?
Probably involved in the discussion with his shield very firmly up.
Okay.
So probably mainly talking and helping Askell and communicating back to the party if necessary.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Askell, it is indeed your turn. What do you say? Hello?
Is it me? Sorry, I was talking to Anthony, figuring out his points. So I was sort of, Askell's going to shout out, hold it right there. Who are you? I'm Askell.
What? Sorry, say again.
Askell's going to talking to those people.
Yes.
Just saying in Thebronic.
Yes.
Hold there. Who are you? I'm Askell. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said before because I was trying to talk to Anthony about his points.
Okay.
Askell's points.
Okay. So they've yelled at you, identify yourselves. Etienne has said to you, you do the talking, Askell, and then you say, hold there, identify yourselves, and saying, I'm Askell. Is that right?
Yeah.
We are the ones asking the questions, comes the voice from down the way. You are in no position to be asking us questions. What are you doing here?
Etienne suggests something along the lines of saving the world would do it.
Okay, I'll shout out saving the world. I'll whisper to Etienne, are we going to run for the boat or are we going to try and...
We don't know the boat's there at the moment.
We still don't know. Okay.
What the hell do you mean, saving the world? And can I ask Askell, please, for some kind of influence role, some kind of social role, something, if you're doing the talking.
Sure.
So it could be any kind of social skill that he's got. It could be duping or lying or charm or anything.
Yeah, I'll roll first and then I'll have a look. 83 and
good roll.
He's got local etiquette. There's nothing like persuasion. What else did you say?
Kind of any social skill. So it could be duping, it could be charm, seduction.
No.
Nothing?
Just only... No, it's all fighting, general knowledge. Should all be on that skills long list, eh? There's nothing anywhere else.
Yep, that's it.
Oh no, he's got nothing. He's not very friendly, is he?
Oh, really?
Etienne would be happy to pick up the conversation.
Oh, thank you. Oh, he can swim.
Okay. Okay. What does Etienne do or say?
Well, I think he's going to filibuster, and he is going to give a long spiel about the glory of the goddess and held here to vanquish all evil, and goodly folk need not fear anyone who crosses their door, but woe betide anyone who follows the dark, forces of darkness. Da la 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 la. And he'll sort of talk for as long as his turn is out, and basically portray them as goodly folk here to sort of free the oppressed.
Sure.
And he can wibble on about that.
What social skill is he using?
Charm.
Charm. Give me a roll.
Nine. Hope it's masked.
That ain't masked.
Plus 77.
Okay, so he he tries to kind of puff himself up and get excited and here to vanquish do-gooders, and the voice at the other end says, "Shut up! Who are you?" Clearly not impressed by Etienne.
I mean, who can answer?
One of the three of you, in the immediate
Well,
vicinity.
he'll keep going. I mean, he'll say, "Well, we are a party here to," and he's going to keep it vague. But he's here to vanquish evildoers, whoever stand against the old order.
Did we say we're looking for a lost cat?
You do notice Etienne at his rather harsh words. So you attempted to charm, and it really didn't go so well. That they're definitely the person who's speaking down here nudges a few bowmen, and they are definitely training weapons on Etienne. They don't look very friendly. And then at that stage, we're gonna cut that dialogue off there for the moment.
Can we see anything of them?
Not really, not at this distance, and particularly because you haven't firstly asked for a perception roll, and secondly, your action has been taken up with the conversation. So nothing more than kind of dim figures at the far end. Karios, can you please make 6 mental stat rolls? I'm interested, so I suggest you roll as a bunch together, so 1 exclamation mark 6 D100. I'm interested in any results above 50.
Good or bad?
Bad if it's above 50.
Oh. Did I do it right? 1. No, hang on. What is it? So, exclamation mark.
R space 6 D100.
D100, that's it. Okay. 29, 20, no, 96.
Hang on a sec.
No.
So 96. Yep. So that's 1. Next one.
93.
That's 1. Next one.
74.
Next one.
That's it. Above 50.
Oh, no. I need this. No, sorry. I need them. I should have. My mistake. I should have asked in order, please, because I'm keeping track of all 6 stats. So reading the first one is
29.
Okay, so just say below 50.
Below 50.
Cool. Yep. Next
Below
one.
50.
Yep.
Above 50.
Above 50. Yep.
Above 50.
Yep.
Above 50.
Yep.
40. Below 50.
Okay, cool. So 3 of your stats went down, and critically, your presence was one of those. That was the one you were really not wanting to. Okay. Karios, your brain is being sucked. It's been 20 seconds since you died, and you've had 20 seconds of no oxygen going to your brain. Moving on. Severin.
Runs forward
Yes.
to alongside, raises his shield alongside Etienne. Raises his shield, getting ready to cast deflections if any arrows are shot at them, and perceives the hell out of the situation.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
Full beam.
14, mast. What's his bonus, please?
Plus 72.
Yeah, not great. He's got human eyes, which isn't wonderful. So he gets, a bit of a look, but not much. So, collection of people, some people with clubs and spears, arrows, bows. Really hard to see at this stage. He really can't make much out. Anything else for Severin?
Can he shout out, shall we parley?
Does he speak Thebronic?
That's a good point. Yes, it's a 6.
6. Shall we parley? I'm not going to ask for an influence roll on that because you haven't really probably got enough action in that round. Shall we parley? We will kill you where you stand unless you identify yourselves. Who are you? Who do you fight for?
So Severin will give it his pseudonym.
Yep.
Espen Torovia.
Mm-hmm.
And a band of adventurers on a mission to dispel evil from this island.
Okay, cool. And we are going to leave it there because considering he's run and done other things, there we go. Okay, cool. Thank you. Lovely. Mithan, you are next.
Same as Severin, without the talking.
Without the talking.
She wants to. Yeah, she wants to move up. She'll have her arrow still on her bow, but she won't have raised it. Well, yeah. But she'll want to move up and and perceive, please.
So you're now going.
She'll stay behind.
Okay. So about there. Yep. Give me a perception roll, please. And where are you looking? What are you looking at?
She is wanting to see what's going on. She wants them to ascertain who they are. Yeah.
Oh, you're looking down. Okay, so you're looking down here.
Yep.
Cool. Great.
Yep. What did I roll? 64.
Yep. Oh, roll again, please.
Plus 60.
Okay. So 64 was the first roll. Okay. And what's your perception?
83.
Okay. Yeah, she really... No, she doesn't really get much better than Severin. It's dark, it's raining, it's hard to see. She can't make out any clear figures.
Yeah, she will. I suppose she hasn't really sort of got the situation, so she hasn't been there, so she won't say anything else.
Okay, cool. Tarquin.
I ripped Giles was first.
Yep, go.
Sorry, Giles was supposed to call me last week, but he didn't, so I have no idea what he was, what his plans were. So, I guess, because has he cast a spell or something that helps him breathe underwater, or?
Yes. So,
okay.
So,
I cannot, for the life of me, remember back to 2 weeks ago.
No, sure, understood. And listen, and
sorry, Giles.
well, hey, if he said that he was going to call you and he did not, there we go. But so there we go, Giles. We will have to see. So what happened last session was he actually managed to stun himself. He screwed up. He screwed up a maneuver from memory. He is no longer. He's no longer stunned, but he is out in the water. So he jumped into the water. Some 50 foot from the shore, about 30 or so foot out. It was getting pretty deep, and he leapt in. So he is definitely under the water. Did he cast the spell he was trying to cast?
No, that's why he was stunned.
That's why he was stunned. There you go. So he is no longer stunned. I don't think he lost the spell points, but yes, his intention was to cast basically an underwater spell, and then it's kind of up to you, really, Mason, to decide what he would do.
It's the same spell that the Athanol's cast.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So he can basically walk underwater.
That's it.
I can only just. I'm assuming it's quite dark, so he probably can't see very well under the water.
No, and even with half elven vision, no, he really can't see much at all.
Goodness me. If he was to swim up,
yep,
would he be able to dive back down?
In one round?
Yeah.
Yes.
So could he? Okay. Sorry.
Depends what you want to do when he's up, but yes.
I think he just wants to kind of. I would say he's gonna pop up just to sort of see if he can see anything. I guess do like a quick perception.
Okay.
And then kind of go from there, maybe.
All right.
Is that?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
So could you give me a swimming roll? Like Neathanol would be a light swimming roll, please.
Okay. I'll just make sure. I feel like he hasn't got swimming. Unless I'm... Oh no, there it is. Alright, okay. Hang on. Where are we? I'm not on the right channel. Sorry, give me a second. Main game channel, here we go. Gonna roll in some other random channel. 58.
58, okay. And what's his swimming bonus, please?
Plus 45.
25, cool. 103 for a light. Yeah, success. I mean, it's not massively deep. It was about the same as Neathanol was walking along the bottom of the ocean, 15, 20 foot. I think you can hear, how about that? You can hear the water. Sorry, you can hear the lightning under the water. Yeah, he can kick to the surface pretty quickly. He gets to the surface in, say, 50% of his action. He's got 50% left to act. What does he do?
A full 30% is for like a full perception, right?
Yes, correct.
So with that last, would he be able to, with that last 20, like, oh, you know what? Let's do a full perception, please.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
67.
67. Cool. Okay, and what's his bonus?
Plus 90.
Wow.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. So he sticks his head above the waves, and the waves here, as described, are not particularly strong or particularly fierce. They're definitely enough for Neathanol, not that you know this, Tarquin, but for Neathanol to basically walk a boat in relatively easily, and for you to swim without too much effort. Part of that is probably because there is huge big chunks of rock which kind of protect this bay area. So there are waves around, but they're not particularly intense. And he pops his head up and has a look around and does have a decent view of what's happening. I just want to do... so you see Tarquin looking down here. There are a collection of people, and you get a reasonable look at them. You've got half-elven vision. You can't see them that well, but that's kind of enough information. However, you do note that one of them has just seen you, and they have turned and pointed a bow at you, and just started yelling in Thebronic, which you can understand, I believe. Correct? You're no longer under the water.
Oh, Thebronic. Yeah, he's a 10.
He's a 10?
In both. Jesus.
It's his
native.
Yeah, he is. That is his native language. Starts yelling at you in Thebronic. You there in the water! Out now! Out now! Oh shoot! I'll put this arrow through your head! Get out now! Get out now! What do you do, Tarquin? You've got 20% left to act.
Oh my god. I feel like he'd want to say, calm your titties. He wouldn't. Get out. He would... Could he die? Because they obviously they can see him. They probably wouldn't be able to see much if he dived back under, right? And moved?
I mean, the distance is, more than 100 foot away. I mean, someone's got good vision or something out there to see him. He's just a little head. But your prognosis is correct. Yeah, it would be. You would imagine if he dove under, it would be pretty hard for them to see.
He'd. Oh god. I think he'd dive back under and move like away from the group, like let me think. Dive under and like move backwards a little bit.
Okay, give me a.
Because if they do shoot, hopefully they'll miss.
Okay, give me a another swimming roll, please. Another light.
45.
Plus, what was the bonus?
Plus 45.
5, cool. That's adequate. So you ducktail under the water and push off, and your aim is to go kind of where?
Just like back, no, the other way a little bit. Wait, no, the other way. Hang on. The other way.
What's the other way, please?
I don't know. It's for me. It's to the left, I guess. I don't know if it. Yeah, there.
Okay, so about there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't hear this, Tarquin, because you're underwater at this.
Back under. Yeah.
Yeah, you're underwater at this moment. But everybody else up on land hears a And an arrow splashes down where Tarquin, reasonably close to where Tarquin was.
Glad he moved.
Tanya, now you're probably unaware of any arrows or anything at this stage, unless you particularly want to perceive, but what do you do, Tanya?
Well, she probably heard Leif, right?
Yes, she did.
And she knows there's somebody down the way. So I think she too will run forwards with her bow and notch an arrow.
Okay.
And move away as far forward as she can.
Okay. Okay, so Mithan's here. You bunch up next to Mithan, something like that?
Well, no, I was hoping that rock. I think she'd probably using it nip up on the rock and use it for partial cover. And so aim her bow over the top of it.
Okay. If she gets up on the rock, she will be seen. She can't get partial cover if she stands on the rock. If she stands behind it, she will get partial cover.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, okay. If it's not that high, then she'll use it as cover and aim her bow down the way.
Cool. Done.
And hold.
Okay, and hold. Done. Grey Roughwinds. You're a bit mystified, Grey, because I don't believe you speak Thebronic. You're standing in the front row, and there's this conversation going on around you. What do you do?
Not a lot. It probably sounds like double Dutch.
Yep.
So he's still holding Karios, yeah?
No. Demos is holding Karios.
Oh, Demos. Sorry. Demos is holding Karios. I should know that. Can he please do a full perception?
Sure, give me a roll.
$55.
And sick. What's his bonus?
Perception is plus 10.
Of perception?
Oh, no, sorry. Gosh.
That's all right. No, it's a different character sheet. It's a different character.
Oh, sorry, I just know Karios is off by heart. Where is perception?
It's all right. It might be under general perception.
I've got general knowledge. Oh my goodness, so sorry. Knowledge. Oh, there it is. God, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't know it off by heart. Plus 38. That's a bit better.
There you go. Yeah, sorry, Grey. You, even with half elven eyesight, you really don't gain much more information. I'm assuming you're looking down. I will ask, actually, I need to get people to get into the habit of telling me where they're looking and what they're looking for, rather than just saying, I'm looking.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, just away from the group.
Cool.
And looking for anything.
I could. You don't pick up any more information, I'm afraid, Grey. Nicholas, you that was the 30% action. Grey, you've got 70% left. Anything else you're doing?
No, he's going to stay with the group, even though he's got no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's his weapon?
Hand axe.
A hand axe. He's got that. Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nicholas. Oh, and you don't know the character. Grey also has a shield. His other weapon is a crossbow, by the way, but I'm pretty sure he said he took out his shield and his hand axe last time. I think.
Okay.
Nicholas, your legs are smoking. You are in just agony. Every footstep is agony. What are you doing, please?
Being in pain, I think. I don't think there's much he can do. He will. Where is Victory?
Here.
Was she was with Demos and Karios, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. No, Nicholas will just stay out of the way, and he'll keep his eyes on the wood wall in the direction of the cave.
Okay.
Not sure if he'll be able to perceive anything, but yeah.
You could give it a try. You're at -85.
Oh, no. I'm assuming that just if something that he doesn't need a perception roll for comes around the corner, he'll see it.
Got it. Sure, done.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, cool. Just 1 second. That's not very good, is it? What level are you, please, Etienne?
Me?
Yep.
Etienne is a level 7.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Could you please make a dice roll and tell me what your mentalism RR bonus is, please?
Plus 15.
Okay. And give me the roll.
92.
92. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
In a good way or a bad way?
That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Etienne, this is going to take 1 second. So it need to be 20, 14 plus. Just going to triple check that. 6.
Hi.
No, I'm wrong. Okay. Goodness me. All right. Okay, and going. Again, please. What was your roll? 92.
92.
Thank you. And his bonus?
15.
Cool. Yeah, goodness me. Okay. Coming into Etienne's chat. 1 second, there's a piece of information. Oh, you guys can see that.
I'm on Etienne's channel.
Oh, yep, true. But no, but you can see it on screen. I keep doing that on see it on screen. Okay, just 1 second. with you now. Okay,
Okay.
can't do anything this round on that because you've already acted, but you are definitely aware of that. Okay. Demos, you are back down here holding Karios' lifeless body. Victory the cat is smooching around your legs, quite upset, clearly. Quite upset. Jada has come up and has started inspecting Karios' body. What do, Demos?
Can he? Yeah. Could he like bend down so that Victory can like jump up on Kira? No, never mind. Because Kira's got like a gaping hole.
Yeah. Cat might get
It's
trapped
not
in
funny.
Karios' ribcage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's why I was like, no, hang on a second, that might not be the greatest idea. He'll just continue holding, and do a perception, I guess, just to make sure that nothing's around or happening.
Okay, so I do need you to be a little bit more.
Okay, sorry.
What's he looking for? Listening for? Where's he going?
He is listening for anyone that might be approaching from behind.
Okay.
I guess so, from beyond the wood wall, and anyone, and looking out for just anyone who looks a little sus or anything that looks a little bit sus.
Everything here is perfectly normal. Nothing is suspect
Yeah,
here.
everything's fine.
Everything's
up in
fine.
flames.
Everything's up in flames. It is exactly that meme. Give me a roll, please, for the perception.
24.
Oh, could be amazing. Could you give me another roll, please?
Oh, okay. Seven.
Okay. And what is your perception, please, Demos?
It is 50. Plus 50.
Plus 50? Yeah. Yeah, Demos, you are you hear the sounds of metal, and you think voices behind that wall, quite close behind that wall. Several people, like quite a number.
Can you tell what the metal sound is, or no?
Sounds like
is it
iron
swords
or
clanging?
yeah,
Or?
yep, something like that.
Okay. He'd. Is it who's close to him? Is it just Jada?
You're the last person there. Karios is in your arms, dead. It's Jadar there, and then Nicholas, who's badly injured. And all the other friends have fucked off.
How kind.
How kind.
He'd just say to Jada, can we just shuffle forward a little bit, just in case?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And he.
And tell her about the clanging and the voices, and that's why we need to shuffle forward.
Okay. All right. He can move. Jada has acted this round. Anything else that he does?
No.
Okay. So he's waiting for Jada. All right. Yeah. That is the end of the round. Next rounds. Anybody that needs to change initiative that I should be aware of? Going once, going twice, gone. Okay. Zipping through. So down the other end, Severin said, shall we parlay? And the voice down the other end, clearly annoyed by Etienne, yells back, tell me who you are immediately, or you will die. There is death all around you at the moment. Unseen eyes are on you, and we will slay you. I guess
Do we recognise the voice?
you don't recognise the voice.
The accent?
No. I guess. How do we handle this? I think we'll play this out actually with the characters here who can speak. We'll play it out as a conversation a little, and then we'll go into rounds and see if characters kind of do anything on top of that. So, Severin, Etienne, and Askell, you hear that response. A
Well,
reaction.
Severin's keen to try his charm.
Give me a roll. Yeah.
Uh, 17. Well, having a lot of luck here.
Oh, great. What's his bonus?
65. Nevertheless, he will use. He is part Roldenic, although safe to say it lapsed. But he will dress his reply up using a Roldenic expression, and along the lines of "Peace be with you." Should he have been, Islamic? And he will say, taking a risk here, but sent by the Mon men to come here to cleanse the island of evil.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, okay. Do either Etienne or Askell say or do anything at this moment as well? So Severin's just said that. There's been a bit of a pause from the other side. Do either Etienne or Askell say or do anything?
I think Etienne will have another. Actually, he'll use a deeper voice and try and charm again. I mean, they can't see who's talking from this distance anyway. So he'll use an exaggerate. He's travelled the world. He'll use an exaggerated accent that's different from his, and he will say something quite similar to Severin's, but he will also attempt to charm.
Okay, give me a roll.
81. Get on.
Okay. Bonus of?
Quite a lot. Do you need to know?
Yeah, please.
77.
It's a pretty hefty. Yep, sure. Some pretty hefty minuses, I'm afraid. He's
got a funny accent.
No, it's not that. It's just not exactly the kind of time and place to kind of make friends and influence people. But that was a very good roll. So, and anything? Thank you. I'll come to the reaction from Etienne in a second. And anything from Askell?
Look, I think we can only try and see if they maybe will come on our side, because it doesn't really matter. Like, if they're going to kill us, they'll kill us. So we can say whatever we want, really, can't we? So no, I think that's enough.
Okay. All right.
We've said kind of like what side we're on, so I don't think I need to add.
Okay.
So I guess I could yell something out like, you know, are you with us or not? Tell us now, so we can like fight or get on with it.
Are you challenging us?
No, it's just like we're in a hurry.
So, really kind of interesting little play there. They really... There was quite a pause when you said what you said. You didn't say it at all well, Severin. You weren't convincing. You kind of tripped and stumbled over your words. Your voice kind of squeaked like a 15-year-old schoolboy. But there was definitely a pause after you, like quite a pause. And kind of into that pause, Etienne kind of let that pause run for a bit. And then said he's basically the same thing, but can you just explain a little bit more of what he says?
Yeah, sent by the Mon Men to protect the established order and goodly people's right to do as they will and rule upon those and serve, and to dispatch those who would tear up all that is good and wonderful with this world, or something along those lines.
Okay, cool. So the voice from the other end, before Askell interjects, says, "No, not of these. We know not of these Mon Men that you speak of. We don't seek unnecessary bloodshed other than those that deserve to die, that we've been sent here to kill." And right at this moment, Askell interjects to basically say, well, what are you going to do? Hurry up. What do you do? Do you want to fight? Let's fight. Do you want to what? And the voice kind of at the other end bristles and goes, "Are you threatening?"
Okay.
We have hang on a sec. We have eyes on you. Eyes that you do not see. Death will come upon you smartly. You will lay down your arms now and walk slowly towards us. And we'll leave it there.
Okay.
Leave it there for a second.
Can Tanya speak?
No, not yet. Neathanel.
Bring in the boat.
Bring the boats. Another maneuver, please.
She can't touch the bottom yet, then?
Not yet, but it's not far off.
21.
21 plus
45.
It's 45. 66 on a light. Yeah, so she doesn't, not amazing progress, but enough. Moves it up here, and right basically at the end of that, yes, about here, her feet touch the bottom, and she is now more easily able to move the boat, and more speedily. She's now got more traction. She thinks probably from here, easily one more round, and the boat will be up to where Leif is kind of bathing his injuries. Not that she knows that Leif's there. But yeah, she made decent progress. Zipping through. Etienne, you've kind of... I'd give you, say, 15% more to act. On top of what you already said.
He's in the same accent. He'll say, "Well, good sir, then we pray let us depart this scene, and we will not stand in the way of your battle."
We don't want you going anywhere until we really know who you are. We will not slay you unless you immediately threaten us. But we need to know you are not those that we have come to slay and you are slinking off as cowards. Therefore, we will not let you leave the scene. And we'll leave that there for Etienne. Askell, you interjected a little bit at the end there. Anything else you say or do with your route? Again, probably 15%
Oh,
or...
hell no.
Okay.
Perhaps hide my weapon.
Okay. You
I'm gonna activate them further.
you sheath your sword.
I think do I have a sword? Cutlass. Yep. I'll just like put that away just behind my back.
Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. What cutlass? There's no cutlass here. Okay. Probably the last thing. Okay. Jada.
What's Jada up to?
So she's done a diagnostics. Karios is dead.
Do I have time to fix Nicholas before we take off? I have to, don't I?
Don't know.
It's wasting away.
Demos has also encouraged you to move, as per last time. But
oh yeah.
actually, sorry, the GM should stop doing that.
No, thank you. There was the noises behind the wall. Where am I? There. And is the wall the one right behind us? Oh, that wall. Oh no. Okay. Yep. Yep. Move away from that towards the others. Where's the boat?
You don't
Okay,
know.
I'll move forward.
Remember, try to act on what your character knows. So at this stage, Jada hasn't been looking for a boat. She might have heard Nicholas shout about something of a boat, but she doesn't.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll move forward with closer to the other group.
Tell me where she moves to.
And is there a little alcove in the cave? I really don't want to get hit by anything. Is there a little hidey hole?
Yeah, she can nip in here.
God, there better not be a spider in there. Yep, just there.
Okay.
Crouch down. Yeah.
She is invisible too. I've just realised. I'd forgotten.
Oh, perfect. And who else was around me?
Demos, Victory, and Nicholas.
Cat knows. Nicholas. Okay, I walked right past him, so I just would have whispered to him that there's something coming from behind the wall.
Okay.
Come with me.
Okay. Cool.
If you want.
Okay. Come with me if you want to live, to quote the Terminator. Okay, very good. Next up. Karios. Again, please. Exactly rinse and repeat last time. Let's go.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Under 50.
Yep.
Over 50.
Yep.
Over 50.
Oops, hang on a sec. Hang on. Over 50. Over 50. Yep.
Under 50.
Yep.
Over 50.
Yep.
Under 50.
Under 50. Cool. Yeah, okay. Yep, your stats are dropping. Your memory used to be 90, it's now 88. Your self-discipline's still the same. Your memory was 90, it's now on 88. Your reasoning's now on 97. Your presence is on 46. Your empathy is now on 98. Your intuition is on 90, has unchanged, 95. But bit by bit, 30 seconds later, oxygen is... your oxygen-starved brain is not doing well. From where you're standing, there's definitely muttering around here. Some of the others are kind of spreading out and moving into different positions. You're noticing down here. Gray, you've just heard some quite a strange exchange. You obviously don't understand the words, but you've picked up that Severin kind of made a mess of what he initially said. Like you don't know what he said, but his voice went kind of weird and he kind of stuttered and kind of spat everywhere and it just wasn't very convincing. Etienne then said something quite beautiful in this weird language. And then Askell said something and then which prompted a pretty angry reaction from the others. down the end. You have heard a bow being fired. Any actions from yourself?
He might, if it's possible, to ask, like, hey, what's going on? What's the vibe?
Okay.
If anyone can answer him. I mean, he's still got his shield and hand axe.
Yep. I'd give someone like a few words to, like, literally 4 or 5 words to answer Bray. Does one of the characters there want to let them know what's going on?
Well, Tanya was intended to say something to the entire party.
Okay. Does any of the characters that are immediately there say anything to Gray, who's asking? Nope. Okay, Gray, you don't get an answer. Anything else? Anything else you're doing?
No, just hold fire and I guess wait for the vibe or wait for anything to be told to him.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent. Leif, you've been bathing for a bit. You've had a look around. The acid is still eating into your arm, but yeah, it's at least being soothed by the kind of the tepid water. What do you do?
So he's watched the boat come closer.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Oh, sorry. Which boat? This boat? Yes.
And the longboat.
The longboat, sure. And boat and ship. And yes, he has seen a ship out at sea. Yes, he has. Yes, and the longboat is clearly being moved by something other than the waves. It's definitely not the waves doing it. And its distance to you is close. Only a matter of about 30 or 40 foot or so. What do you do?
He is going to prepare. But he will also say, to the boat soon.
Okay, cool. All right. Tarquin. Now, hard for you to play this because Mason, the player, knows that Tarquin was shot at. Pretty unlikely. I'm going to say that Tarquin didn't realise he was shot at. What do you do?
Can he swim just like a little bit away from that group and then sort of back towards shore? So I guess back towards where his group is.
Like
yeah.
That? Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like a loop almost, sort of, just in case he gets shot at again, just so that to avoid that, so sort of swim
so
a little.
like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Take him about 3 rounds to do so, but he can kind of swim out to there. So give me the first roll.
16.
Not great. What's his swim again, please?
45.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't make. I mean, he's not in any danger or no problem. He just doesn't make it very far. He was kind of here, and he gets to about here.
Cool.
Probably just be a bit longer to do it. Oh, we didn't do under the water sound effects. Never mind. Severin, back to you again. Kind of 15%. You've been part of this conversation. You attempted to charm. It really didn't go very well. 15% to do or say something.
I think he will say, we are here to defeat the TT, is it the TTP or I almost get this confused, or the UPP? What are we usually called?
TCOS.
TCOS or TCOS.
We are here to defeat TCOS. Okay. All right, and that's about right in your time. Okay, interesting. Thank you. Mithun.
She will prepare.
Cool. Nicholas.
He will move with Jadar.
Very slowly. Yep. Up to about there.
And he will, based on the information she said, he will call out to the group in front of him.
Yep.
Sounds from behind the wood wall.
Cool.
Whatever. I can't remember exactly what Jadar said to him, but sort of that there's people. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And he'll be in pain.
Yeah, he's in a fair bit of pain. Tanya.
On hearing that, we'll spin around.
Yep.
And take cover behind the rock, the other side of her, and point the bow down that way.
Okay.
So in the water if necessary, but probably better to be in the water and use that rock in front of her as cover, so she would get a better angle on anybody who came around that wood wall. So out to sea, essentially, sloshing in the waves, up to her knees or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
And perceive what's ahead of her.
Okay. Cool. Give me a roll, please, for perception.
55.
55. Thank you.
Perception is 81.
Cool. Yep. So she is looking down this direction, as you mentioned. She can't see anything down this way other than Demos making his slow progress carrying Karios' body in his arms.
Do I not move out into the sea?
I'm sorry?
Can I not move out into the sea?
I didn't realise you were going to do that. I thought you said you were taking cover behind this rock.
So I said, wade into the sea and take cover from the rock, but from the seaside. So she's going to go wade into the sea. Still use the rock as cover, but get a better angle on the.
Okay.
So she can see.
Yep. So. Damn it. So from here.
Yeah, crouch down, using that as cover, bow pointed that way.
She can see that, so nothing.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
So she can't see or hear anything from down this direction.
That's fine, but she's going to keep her bow. She's going to keep still and keep her bow. Any opportunity to unleash her bow, she'll take it.
Cool, done. Thank you. And that's the end of the round. GM's going to grab a drink and head to the loo. Back in a tick. Oh, just before I do, anybody changing initiative? Tanya, you would get plus 50 on your initiative because you have a bow ready.
Yeah.
And Nathan, you would too.
No, she was preparing.
She was too. Thank you. Cool.
Oh, I mean, if you want to give me plus 50, happy
cool,
to.
Cool. Done. All right. Back in a sec, guys.
Ooh, good negotiating.
Well, shitty rolls. It could have gone better, but I think we're going to have to obviously flee. But are you going to? Who's going to call the word?
What do you mean?
Who's going to say make for the boats?
Oh, well, Leif is already. Sorry. Leif is planning on flying.
Okay.
To go and cast fog so the ship can't get us when we're trying to paddle out in our boat.
Good idea.
He does have a rowing skill though, so I'm not sure exactly when he's going to go off to fly. Does anyone else have a rowing skill?
I'm right out of rowing skills.
Yeah. So I think that once we're in the boat, we want deflections from arrow fire from the cave. Hopefully not from our new friends on the shore. Hopefully they aren't Tikos. Hopefully that's assuaged them enough that they'll allow us to leave. But I think that those deflecting walls, so to deflect missile fire, would be good to cast on the boat once we're heading out, right?
Who can count?
To determine when we break, I think we need to see how their reaction was to us saying we're not Tikos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of deflecting fire, who's got deflections to cast?
Nathaniel can put up a water wall on the boat once we're all in it, which will cut our movement by 80%. So
Right.
she just sort of does it on the end of the boat, or does it sort of down one side or something, if that helps protect.
And Severinus can cast from his shield. He's obviously declared that he's thinking of doing that. Hopefully, that won't have to come from the people down the way.
Can Nathan still do her air wall thing?
She can, but she has to concentrate and hold it. So she'd
She's
need
going to be on the boat otherwise, right?
She'd have to be in the boat. Whereas I don't know. She might just. I don't know how strong, whether she can pull the boat of people in. But I mean, it might.
Check.
James back. Tanya, you're first up with your bow and your string. Your action, please.
Opportunity action to shoot anything that comes around that corner, or indeed over the top of the wall.
Done.
Yeah, but otherwise holds.
Cool. Nathan.
Bring that boat in at speed. Now she's got grip.
Okay. This is. Is it a swimming roll? Is it a maneuver? It's probably a maneuver roll. It's easy. Give me a roll, please.
11.
11. Not wonderful, but it's an easy roll. What's her agility, please?
Plus 35.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, she doesn't get all the way through, but frankly, she doesn't really need to. The boat is, remember, the right way up. It's just simply upside down, just for movability purposes. Yeah, this pretty decent-sized boat kind of gets slammed, not massively, because as mentioned, the waves are pretty modest, but up into here. And Neathanel, you're now kind of at this stage waist-ish, kind of thigh-height water.
Have I got any more movement?
Say again, sorry?
Have I got any more movement?
That's it, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You just didn't, unfortunately, with not a great roll, you didn't really achieve everything you wanted to. So that's it, I'm afraid.
She'll keep as low as she can.
Cool. Okay. Jada, you've come in and you've found yourself a little hole to hide in. You're invisible. You're crouching there. What do you do?
Hello. I'll just try and do an instant spell on Nicholas before your leave.
Okay.
It's I think we decided on muscle repair 1, which is just the level 3. Then I'll be out of points and I'll just go to sleep in the boat. So, instant spell 83.
So no preparation.
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what I mean. Instant as in no preparation.
Taking a gamble, but yep, sure. Negative 30 of that roll. However, due to the luck inherent in you and that dice roll, you didn't. Nothing bad happens, and indeed, that spell goes off. Minus 3 power points. Yep. And what's the effect of the spell, please?
It repairs 1 damaged muscle. Caster to repair 1 damaged muscle. 1 minute operation. Recovery time 1 day per muscle repaired, so it just takes a day to fix the one I touched.
Okay. Pete, I can't remember the crit from last time.
Well, it was. Hang on, I've got.
I know that Demos's was definitely destroyed muscle previously. Do you know the number of yours, and I can look up the crit?
Because I didn't. He was at negative 85, and it was his thighs, is what I know.
Okay. Can you remember what type of crit it was?
It wasn't it acid, I believe.
No. Sorry.
It might have been a C. Oh, sorry. C.
It was
C acid.
C acid. That's really helpful. Thank you.
I see it's an 81 to 85. Blast
Yeah.
to thighs, the foe has leg armor, 2 hits per round, and fights at -20. Not massive leg damage. Massive leg damage. Muscle/tissue.
So massive. So read that again, please, slowly, please, Pete.
Blast to thighs.
Yes.
The foe has leg armor, which he doesn't, so
Yes.
the 2 hits per round and fights at -20 don't apply.
Yes.
If not, massive leg damage,
Yes.
in brackets, muscle/tissue,
Yes.
and fights at -85.
Okay. Doesn't say muscles are destroyed, but massive damage. Can you read your description of your spell, please, again, Jada, slowly?
Sure.
Is it muscle repair 1? It allows the caster to repair 1 damaged muscle. It's a 1-minute operation, but the recovery time is 1 day / muscle repaired.
Right. Is that enough? I don't know. Let's have a look at muscle repair. Let's have a look. Nerve, organ, muscle. Muscle repair 3. Repair 3 damaged muscles. Muscle repair true. Recovery time is instant. Tendon repair. Okay. 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 So, yes, that spell, reading the other spells on the list and how they progress, that spell was definitely helpful. Arbitrary thing here, does anybody know how many muscles are in that part of the body? Is it 1? Is it 10? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is anybody a medic here? Is anybody a doctor or a nurse, perhaps?
Oh, Nicholas has only got 1 muscle in that part.
He's
Just the one, I can tell you that. Yeah,
He's special.
There's 2.
Yeah, I'd back that up.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about
one
the
muscle. Yeah.
What was that?
It's called the leg muscle.
The leg muscle.
Yeah.
Does anybody...
We learnt about it in nursing school. It's just the leg muscle.
Leg muscle, yeah.
Can somebody honestly give me an answer?
It's just 2 muscles, hamstring and the quad, and there's no others. There's a front muscle, back muscle.
In the whole leg? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Thighs.
It's the upper.
There's a few.
There's a few. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you. So what's a few? What's reasonable to say? Is it 50? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it 80?
Oh gosh.
Someone get Google up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm just doing it now. 3 major muscles that make up your upper leg.
Done. There you go. Great. Thank you. So, perfect. Thank you. That's the answer we needed. And hey, we all learned something.
Including the nurse. Yep.
Including.
Cool.
Yeah, Nicholas. I mean, the thing is, it was such a massive injury. Muscle repair. Allows customers to repair damaged muscle. The crit definitely did not specify that the muscle is destroyed, correct? It said massive
correct.
muscle. Okay. 1 minute of operation, so 60 rounds. Recovery time 1 day of muscle repaired. Okay. So, all right. So that spell was successful. There are 3 muscles in that part of your leg. Seems to me the 3rd level spell to repair such massive damage, but I'm going to go with it for now. I might have to do some thinking, but at least for now I'll rule that yes, one of the 3 muscles in Nicholas's leg is courtesy of Jada the healer coming to the rescue yet again Here we go. Ding! Actually, I quite like. Nice work, Jada. So that worked. The only thing is, you now have to stand in one place with Nicholas for this round and the following 5 rounds. Because it takes one. By my read of this, it takes a minute to apply. Correct? Yeah, 1 minute operation. So you need to stay in one place for the next 50 seconds. Next 5 rounds. Cool. Next
Sorry,
up.
just to make that clear, Chris, that's the recovery time. That's the difference between that's why it's a level 3 spell, is because the recovery time is 1 day to muscle repaired, whereas the level 8 spell is instantaneous. This one is a slower, so I suppose that's why it's...
I guess so.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so, and that's the way I'm reading it. And it wasn't the muscle is destroyed, as happened to poor Demos. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. Cool.
Thanks, Jada. Yay.
Karios, yet again, rinse and repeat, please.
Okay. Right, ready when you are.
Okay, go.
Under 50.
Cool.
Under 50.
Cool.
Over 50.
Okay.
Under 50.
Cool.
Under 50.
Cool.
Under 50.
Oh, that was a good round.
Phew.
Okay. Very good. Next up is what's the last thing that Severin said? We're here to defeat Tikos. Was that right, Severin?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Prove it.
Okay. Can you reply?
Yep.
He'll do it with a charm, if you may. Any difference?
It'll automatically fail, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Won't charm then. He'll say, we have already slain several of their number, including the one that lying on the beach in between us. He didn't just fall off the cliff. We have slain a man with a fiery sword, fired upon a man turned into a giant spider, and the rest of them are lurking in the cave behind us.
That's not proof.
Okay.
Why are you here? No, sorry. No, you said he's sorry. Sorry, he would have said that. That's not. Yeah, that's not proof. It could have been an infight amongst scum. We know they're all treacherous anyway. We know potentially you are all treacherous anyway. Prove it. What sign? What can you show us?
Should we show them that light over thing?
The signaling thing, you mean? All right, yeah, we'll show him the signaling. Who's got the signaling stick?
Karios.
We have a signaling stick to get us off this place. To our backers. Jesus, what have we got as proof? I can tell you.
Show us.
All right, give me 1 moment. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
So he'll go and recover the stick.
Okay, and then bring it back to where he was.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hang on, only Karios. Who can use this apart from Karios?
The only person who attuned to it was Karios. You talked about getting someone else attuned to it. Only Karios attuned to it.
Brilliant.
But they can't tell it's not actually working.
Next is Leif. Leif, the boat has just arrived. In fact, you had to step out of the way as it came in, and kind of peering up over the other side, you see her for a second, but then she crouched back down as the ethanol. Your hunch was right.
Yeah. Oh, he's not silly.
Yep.
He's not silly. What else? Why else would I do this? He will cast his spell. He's had 1 round prep.
Yep.
And he's going to cross his fingers. That's a 3.
It's a 3.
Dear, oh dear. Oh well, the way it is. I'll roll again. Oh no, no, it will be.
See. Right. So, it depends what kind. No, yeah, you're right. A 3 minus. Negative 15, you're right. Yep, negative 15. 3 minus 15. No base. No base. Negative 12. That's a spell failure. Roll the spell failure, please.
Yep. 58. And if it helps, he was casting a fly spell.
Okay, cool.
Not an attack spell.
Yep. Jada, a lesson to you of why preparation can be important, although you managed to fluke it before. Give me a roll, please, on the spell failure.
Oh, 58.
58, not too serious. Moderate mental lapse causes caster to cast an ineffectual spell, but not use the spell points. Not lose the spell points.
What does he need to... Okay, so he'll give Nathaniel a smile and say, glad to see you, basically. And what does he need to do to get the boat ready to be cast off?
There is a tarpaulin.
He's got 25% action, yeah?
Yes. There is a tarpaulin over the top of the boat. There are 3 sets of oars sticking out the top. They're all still intact. So 6 oars sorry. 3 sets of 2, so 6 oars in total. You'd need to certainly take the tarp off the boat.
Cool. He will begin to do that.
Okay. Start to. Sure thing. Severin, your turn to interact. You've trotted back towards Demos, and you're in the process of coming back again, the rod in hand. Etienne.
For want of anything, while this is going on, for want of anything better to do, he'll start preparing.
Okay.
But obviously, if someone signals to go for the boats, he will break that and do that.
Cool. Done. Great. Hello, Gray. Hello, Alex.
I forgot. Sorry. Seriously thinking, where's Hayden? Why isn't he answering?
Easy to do. What do you do?
What do I do? What would he do? Not a lot. And he doesn't know anymore. He's just going to hang with the group.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, not helpful.
Sorry. Demos, you've heard this noise behind you. Severin has come up to you, ransacked Karios' backpack, I'm assuming, and taken out one of the signal rods, I'm assuming. and has trotted back again, what do you do? You've also heard some stuff beyond that wall. You've seen the strange elven woman Tanya come in, and it's at least pointing a bow that way. You've seen that much.
He'd just continue heading. Can he see the boat?
Oh yes, yeah, yep.
Yeah, he'd walk. He'd walk towards the boat,
Okay.
and that's honestly probably all.
Okay.
And he'd make sure Victory's following along.
All right. Cool. Anything for Askell?
I had him as being. He has a fly spell on him that he hasn't used yet. So can I help? Can he just pick up Jada and Nicholas and she can carry on doing the thing? Or he just takes her to the boat?
No.
Oh, I have to say.
Sorry. Yep, Jada and he's unaware of this. Obviously, Askell doesn't even know the spell's been cast.
Oh, true. Okay, he's just gonna fly over to the boat.
He's gonna. But he what?
Was that quicker than running?
but hang on. He casts fly on himself. Is that what you're saying?
And then oh wait, yeah, he did. We both did. Me and Askell, Jada and Askell both. Well, I've written here fly.
Yep.
But I don't think because we were going to go up the cliff, but we didn't. So.
You cast it last round, the last turn. I honestly can't remember. Tell me if you did. I know that Jada definitely went invisible. I know that much.
Yeah, she's invisible, but yep. And I've written down instant shield for her and fly.
Okay.
Oh. Is it still going though? And Askell also fly and instant shield, and he was preparing to float.
Okay. Listen, I can't remember. If you think that he cast fly last time, I'm happy to go with it. So yeah, I mean he can either walk or fly over. I mean the distance is about 20 foot from where he is, so he could fly if he wanted to.
Why not? Doesn't waste any flying, does it?
Okay.
Just not high in the air, just like centimeters above the ground, but just faster so we can get there quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and duck down behind that rock.
Okay, so there is a yell just as you're coming back up from the people at the far end. Stay on the ground, and whoever's in the water that one of my men took a shot at, get out now. They're pretty edgy, it's been about 30 or 40 seconds since you've been talking, and these people are pretty tense. But Askell, you get up to the boat. Do you land? Do you stay in the air? What do you do?
Land.
You land? Okay. Anything else? It was a very short distance. You'd have a bit more action.
Creep really slowly so they can't notice. Towards the boat.
I mean, you're right you're touching the boat. You're there.
Oh, I'm touching it. I'm there. Oh, that's it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Tarquin. Tarquin's underwater adventure.
Yeah. He'll keep swimming back to the group.
Okay.
I'm assuming he can't hear anything.
Absolutely not. No, he's.
Yeah,
you can hear what he's hearing. Give me a roll, please.
That's funny. But yell at me all you want.
Shoot arrows at me. I don't care.
83.
83. That's a good roll. And what's his?
Plus 45.
5. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 8. Yeah, success. So he kind of swam back a bit this way, and he's been underwater for about 20 seconds. How long can a person hold their breath underwater? I don't actually know.
I mean, depends on your lung capacity, right?
We decided 4 minutes last time. It's a world record probably, but that's what we said.
All right. So 30 seconds, fair to say he's probably okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. Okay, so you make very good progress that round, pushing out
Yeah.
under the kelp and the rocks and all the rest, and past the fosh. Okay, there we go. And you manage to hear the thunder from under the water as well. Nicholas, you have just had Jada cast a spell on you, begin to cast a spell on you. What do you do?
He'll be just grateful to her,
Okay.
and say thank you. He'll notice the boat is there and say, let's get into the boat as soon as we can.
Okay. Rounds. Okay. Mithun.
She will continue to prepare. I think this is round 2.
Yep. That's the end of the round. Next round, initiative. I've got 50 down for Tanya. Anybody else needs change to initiative? Going once, going twice. Gone, and we're off. Tanya, again. Anything?
Only on deflections.
Say again.
Only on deflections.
Cool. Done. Neathanol, you have successfully moved the boat. You've pulled it up. You're crouching down. It would be fair to say, yes, you're keeping low, but these people probably have seen you, or at least aware of you, and some of them probably still can see you from their position. You're definitely not hiding. What do you do?
Well, only my shoulders will be above the water, so that they'll have to have good eyesight. But I'll start unpegging the tarpaulin.
Okay. Okay, so I'm picking the tarpaulin. Cool. You are needing to stand up to do that, or to get more out of the water than you are to do that.
I'll keep as low as I can and keep as still as I can.
Understood. Jada, you're continuing with your spell. It takes 6 rounds. This is round 2. Please, can you keep track of them in case I forget? Severin, just to speed things up a little bit, it's not actually your turn, but we're going to say it is. You've collected the signal rods that looks like... Oh, no. Hang a sec. Looks like, more just for our viewers' memories, but also people's memories here. It looks like that. You've got it in your hands. You come back to where you were. What do you do?
And hold it above his head and say, "This is our signal rod to signal to our allies and perhaps your allies too. Who knows? I don't know who sent you. That once we have defeated Tikos and stop them getting these getting these arms out to their people, then we are supposed to signal and bring in our own boat, and make sure they don't make that they're not God, my words are gone. aren't handed out to our enemies. That we avoid them being rearmed.
Okay. There's no response from the other side. Initially, sorry, they don't say anything to you, but you do hear muttering, talking from down the end. Askell, you're now at the boats. What are you doing? Hello, Askell.
Whoops. Gosh, I don't know what to do. So we've got people coming from the right. I'm right by the boat. It's actually up the other way, isn't it?
Yes, yep.
Oh, how can I be useful? Any ideas, anyone? What can I help with?
Well, if you can fly, then when we get going, you can pull it, right? So there's
I can.
several rowing, and someone pulling would help, wouldn't it?
Should I go invisible just so I don't get shot, or not bother? Just save my points.
It's up to you. I don't know how many points you've got.
17.
I mean, we're getting pretty low, but whatever you think.
No, all good. Oh, nothing. I'll do nothing. Just get ready.
Okay.
Get ready to go.
Alrighty. Great. There's been a lot of talk. Severin's gone, come back again. He's holding that strange device that poor Karios, spent some time looking at. He's now back, kind of waving it over his head. This is all very weird in this language you don't understand. Anything from Grey?
Oh my god, I did it again. I'm literally waiting for ages. I'm so sorry. Just chilling.
It's all right.
Waiting for ages. Where is he? Sorry.
Same place. There.
Oh yeah. No, he's just gonna hang.
Okay. Etienne.
He's not going to. He's going to keep preparing, and he's not going to move because he doesn't want to give any. Because they're at the front, so he doesn't want to give a sense that they're backing out. So he'll remain where he is. He'll keep his shield up, keep preparing. If he's got words, he'll suggest to Grey that maybe a crossbow might be a good weapon to have.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay. Cool.
That's Grey, as in Grey being controlled by Alex.
Yes.
Not melee.
About now, you won't get to act on it this round, Severin, but about now, the person who's been yelling out, and it's a distance of about 100 foot, yells to Severin. Put the rod down. Sheath your sword. And you alone, with your hands raised, move forwards and meet me halfway between us. Think on that, Severin, for your action next round. Karios, rinse and repeat, please.
Okay. See, I know that name.
Yes.
Quite cool how it does it all 6 for you without having to, yeah. All right, when you're ready.
I am ready.
Over 50.
Over 50. Yep.
Over 50.
Oh dear. Yep. Next.
Over 50.
Oh dear. Next.
Over 50.
That's the one you really don't want it to. Yep. Next.
Under 50.
Huzzah. Huzzah.
And over 50.
That was not a good round. Your self-discipline was 85, it's now 84. Your memory originally was 90, it's now 87. Your reasoning, super smart young woman, was 99. You're getting stupider, it's now 95. Your presence, which is the main one, was 47, it's now 45. Your empathy was 100, it's now 98. Your intuition was 95, it's now 94. They are creeping down, Karios. They are creeping down. Mithun.
She will continue to prepare. Yep, no, that's all.
Okay.
really.
Demos, you've now arrived carrying Karios' body, Victory in tow. Anything you're doing or saying?
He might just do. Well, I suppose he's quite a distance from the wall.
He is 51.2 feet away from the wall.
Would he? I mean, even if he rolled really well, do you think would he be able to hear anything if he was super onto it?
I don't know. Would he?
I don't know. Would he? He'll do a perception just to see if he can hear anything
Sure.
more from behind the wall.
Yeah, sure thing. Give me a roll.
52.
Must, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. And your bonus, please.
Sorry, excuse me. Plus 50.
Those clinking sounds. He heard them. He heard. Sure he heard them. No more. Doesn't hear anything else from behind the wall. It doesn't hear in the voices either.
Okay. He'll just wait to be told what to do, and just sort of.
Poor Demos.
I know, just making sure Kyros's body is okay and Victory's around.
Okay, sure. Next up is Leif.
Leif, how much more of the tarpaulin is there to unpin?
Oh, you've only just started. It'll take you 2 or 3 rounds at least.
Okay. He'll suggest to Demos that whilst it's sad to let go of Karios, perhaps if he was to put Karios in the boat and help prepare the boat, and put Victory in the boat and help prepare the boat. With it'd be very sad.
Demos would do that yeah.
Okay.
If Demos was asking for something to do, then Leif would notice that, and if he didn't, he probably wouldn't notice it.
Okay. Right at this moment, you hear a shout. Everybody here hears a shout, and it's coming from above you. And it's in Thebronic. Do I want to go through the rigmarole of putting it? No, I'm not going to put it in the channel for those that know it. It just simply is in Thebronic, and it's from up on top above you, and I'll show you in a second. It just simply, Yonton, where the boat? Where the boat? They prepare to flee. Where the boat? And looking up, because none of you have done so yet, up to where the ropes have gone. Certainly up in this direction, kind of up here. In fact, pretty much directly where the rope was here. There are at least one, perhaps 2 figures, hard to see, with missile weapons trained down at you. And they're absolutely watching you putz around with the boat. The person... No, I'll leave that. Anything else, Leif? So you say that, you then hear that. You can react to that if you wish, Leif. You've got half of your action left.
He'll change. He'll opportunity change action and cast deflections.
Okay.
So he'll continue what he's doing, but if he needs to, he'll
cast deflections. Cool.
Yes.
He's got to be aware of the arrow being shot at him.
So yeah, if he can reduce part of his action by checking, do less preparing, like less pulling the tarpaulin off because he's checking and looking up frequently. Would that work? Or
no, you've got to be looking at the person who is going to take the shot at you.
Okay. Okay, he will stop. He will stop doing the boat, and he
Yep.
will be watching then.
Okay, sure. With deflections ready to go. Sure thing. Okay. This time. Okay. Perhaps a zero. Just coming. All right. What level is Severn, please? 8th, I think.
Yes, 8.
Cool. All right. All right. Can you please make a resistance roll against mentalism and tell me his bonus or minus?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
77.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Tarquin, what do you do, please?
Sorry, I lost my mouse. He'll keep swimming.
Okay, I mean he's probably half the round, and he'll get to the point where he's standing. So yeah, give me a. So your call. What would he?
He'll. Oh, I mean, if he can walk. Can he swim towards the other side of the boat and like pop up near Kenya? Just like with his like hands up, just in case Kenya shoots him. Just kind of rise with his hands up.
Give me a swimming roll, please. You do at least know where the people are. And you can, yep, give me a roll.
Yeah, 95.
95, easy. Roll again.
Oops. 68.
68 plus 45, I think his swim was. Yeah. Easy. Very easy. 120. Look, he makes good time. He gets round to here. It's shallow enough here for him to stand. So as well as his action, he's got another 20% left to do. What does he do, if anything?
I guess just a quick perception for anything dodgy or sus or towards the wall. Any noises?
Towards the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Construction. Yep. Give me a roll, please.
Yeah. 89.
89. It's mast. Plus 90, I believe.
Yes.
No, he doesn't see or hear anything from the wall.
Okay.
You have come up. You're kind of same kind of depth as Neathel, so kind of like knee high. And Tanya would have recognised that you're there, so Tanya knows that you're there, and you know that she's there. Severin, you've acted by bringing up the rod this round. Nicholas, you're being healed. That is the end of the round. Initiative next round. Anybody changing initiative I should be aware of? Going once, going twice. Go. We're off. Tanya, you've just seen Tarquin pop up beside you. Didn't quite shoot him because you're pretty on edge, but no, you realise it was him. What are you doing, please, if anything?
So nothing. I've seen nothing move on that wall whatsoever.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So she'll obviously she's become aware of there's some people above.
Yeah, she's heard a voice, definitely. Yeah.
So she will very slowly kind of just tilt round
Uh-huh.
and just perceive the top of that cliff.
So, looking up here, is that right?
Where the voice came from.
Where the voice came from. Sure thing. Give me a roll, please.
89.
89. Again, masked. And what's your bonus?
Plus 81.
She definitely sees two figures, no doubt about them, and they have bows of some kind or other trained on the group. 80 foot above.
They're her new target.
Okay.
So she's gonna, but she's not gonna make it obvious.
Yep.
So she's just gonna very slowly pivot, keep low,
okay,
and just raise the bow really slowly, so as not to change her silhouette dramatically or suddenly.
She does raise the bow, pointing it at them.
Well, yeah, but she's in line with them. So she doesn't do so until she's absolutely in line, knowing that they are. It's dark for one, and she's low in the water. So she's aware of her surroundings, and she wants to be able to fire on them if she needs to.
Okay.
So you know,
a bow. I would say a bow at your side would still give you the plus 50 with an arrow on the string knocked.
All right. Well, then that'll be fine then, and but she'll keep her attention on them.
Okay. Niafenol, you probably another couple of rounds picking up the tarpaulin, unless you do anything else I should be aware of.
No, she'll continue to do that.
Cool. Jada, you're crouching down, invisible, continuing to heal. This is round 3, I think.
Yep.
Cool.
Round 3, yep.
Leif, what are you doing, please?
He's going to continue to watch people would be prepared to cast deflections.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's he can't do much else other than that if he's got some eye contact, right?
Okay. Yes. So one of the person that's been yelling at you, admittedly you can't really see, but certainly a figure had taken a step or two forward, Severin, and then there was this cry from up above. So a figure has moved out when they said and moved forward and got to about there. And then the cry from above about Yonton, where the boat. And the figure that was walking out stops and says, "Stay where you are."
Can I respond?
Tell your people, stay where you are, and yes, Severin, please respond.
So Severin will say, if you sheath your weapon, I will sheath mine, and I would gladly talk with you. I'm a man of honor. I believe in parley.
I'm a cutthroat and a murderer, but I'll sheath my weapon, says the figure.
All right. Then if he moves forward without his weapon, so will Severin.
Okay, cool.
He will keep his shield so he can cast deflections.
Cool. So Severin, you move forwards, and a figure from here also does the same. Coming along the shore. He doesn't have a weapon in his hand. Anything else that Severin you're doing? It'll take you a round to get up and meet him halfway.
No, he's going to look non-threatening, except his holding onto his shield.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Karios, yet again.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Gray, and I was going to say I'm here. I'm ready. I've got an action. Oh, Karios. Okay. All right, ready when you are?
Go for it.
Over 50.
Oh dear. Yep. Next one.
Stop saying that. Over 50.
Oh dear.
Under 50.
Hooray.
Boo, you whore. Over 50.
Oh dear, that was the one you didn't want. Yep.
Oh, I don't want any of them. Over 50.
Oh dear. Next.
Under 50. Stop.
Huzzah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Kyros's brain is not liking the lack of oxygen. All right.
All right.
Gray, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm here. Now he's heard all the commotion and he knows what's going on. There's no.
He doesn't understand the words, but he's seen Severin wave this strange signal rod thing, shout a bit, then somebody shouted from above you, up on the cliffs, and then, yeah, what does he do?
Now he has a light crossbow. I do see here that reloading or loading a light crossbow is 170% of an action, so that's 1.7 rounds, correct?
Bingo.
He would like to do that surreptitiously.
Okay. Starts loading his bow. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Lovely. Askell, you're at the boats. Anything else you're doing?
I'm going to worry about people above now too, on the side. Oh gosh. I better get back actually away from, like, closer to the cliff.
Okay.
And I'll start preparing for something. I don't know which spell, but prepare for something.
So Askell moves away from the boat up to the cliff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And starts preparing. Etienne.
Etienne continues to prepare. He turns to the party as a whole and saying, let us not push this boat out until everyone has concluded his negotiations.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Hey?
That's about it. Okay, cool. Yep. Nicholas, you're still being healed. Severin, you've spoken and you're moving forward. Mithan.
She will continue to prepare.
Done. Tarquin, you've popped up here next to Tanya. You've had a look around. You haven't seen or heard anything. What are you doing?
I guess he'd see what you guys are like unpinning the cover on the boat. I guess he'd help out with that.
Okay. Yep. Pulling the tarp off.
Yeah.
I mean, inside the boat is, nothing exciting. It is just the 3 sets of 2 oars, as mentioned, and yeah, just a pretty good quality. Older boat, but it looks in decent quality. Like it's in decent shape. Cool. So Tarquin, you help with that. Demos, what are you doing, please?
He'd do the same. He'd lay Kyros down very, very gently, and then help out with the boat.
Okay. That is the end of the round. Again, initiative. No changes that I'm aware of. Saved. Tanya. Any actions from you that I should be aware of? You've now moved as you described.
No, just opportunity. If someone shoots at us from up there,
yep,
she'll shoot back.
Cool. All right. Severin, you and...
Well, actually, couldn't Tanya say something?
Yep.
If there's is there anyone in front of her who's not really doing anything?
No. Leif is... Yeah, Leif has just paused, yes. Demos is helping on the boat. Nicholas is getting healed by Jadar. And Askell is kind of cowering against the cliff.
So she'll say to Askell, can you pick up Neathanel's pack, please, and put it in the boat? It's just in the crevice over there.
Okay, cool. It's Askell's turn. We can certainly do that. Severin, this cutthroat and murderer stops about here. You walk up and join him. And can you please join me in chat room 1?
Yikes.
Hello.
Oh, God.
You right?
Just. Yeah, all good.
I'm thinking what you're thinking. I think I'm what you're thinking.
Anyway.
So,
yeah.
This is the man that you see in front of you.
In main channel.
Yep. Just coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to adjust. This guy here. Coming in just a second. Turn on camera. And now. Okay. So he's got a very, very impressive bastard sword at his side, main gauche or a parrying dagger, and also several other weapons on him. He's an older man, probably late 40s, early 50s, grizzled, and just hard eyes. He stops 10 foot away from you. What does Severin do?
Stops. So they're 10 foot apart, and he gives them a very a respectful greeting. He bows and says, "Good sir, my name is Espen Torrevere. Well met. I hope we will find common cause and leave this negotiations as allies. It seems we have a common foe."
Who's this common foe you speak of?
I make an assumption, but you seem to be as interested in the people barricaded in that cave as we are.
What cave?
Behind us, we have thrown up a wall of sorts between the cave and us, as you can probably see behind. Behind that is a cave, heavily armed and defended. And within are several foul beings, varying magical abilities.
Foul beings?
Many of them, yes. We know not how many.
What kind of beings do you speak of?
Humans, mainly, but one seems to be turned himself into some sort of giant spider.
Spider?
Yes.
And who sent you?
Come on, men. Do you know? And who sent you, sir?
People in Jebbai Ritana.
I see. And do these people, what would they have you do?
He doesn't answer immediately. He just looks at you.
All I can say, sir, is we have been tasked with routing the people who are in that cave.
And you think the people in that cave are Tikos?
I believe so.
How do we know that you are not Tikos? How do we know you are not the people that we have been sent here to do the same, it sounds like, as you have?
All I can say, sir, it'd be a peculiar man to stand on the beach and talk to you in this way and not be behind the barricades in that cave. You can see I've just walked past one of their fallen.
perhaps if you've been up on that cliff, you will have seen several others with arrows in them up on the sides. You may even have come across the one that fled down to the bottom in sight of our arrows. You may have seen some of the traps that we set off trying to get to the top of that path. You may have seen many things up there. And that is the trail that we left to this place. So clearly we have some quarrel with the people in this cave. And how do I prove to you that I'm not Tikos? That would be difficult. You have my word, I am not. I can tell you many tales of deeds that we have done to thwart them through a year gone by. But at the end of the day, all I can prove to you is the actions that we have done this day, and give you my word that we are not anything but, sir, anything but.
We've seen bodies. Seen 3 dead dogs.
Yes, we shot those 2. Did you see an ice wall by any chance?
We saw some ice. Yes, we did. We saw ice slowly melting, quite rapidly.
Yeah. Well, we threw that up to defend ourselves. We were expecting to be attacked, but actually they fell back. And instead sent their dogs that we dispatched.
We've lost one. We've lost one already to the traps.
Yes, there are many of them. We've set 3 off on our way here. They're all over the top of that cliff.
Yes, one is slain, and one of our party is injured.
And we too have incurred casualties. Hence, behind me, you see the boat being pulled into shore. We were hoping to take our wounded out of here and are dead.
You're dead.
Yes, sir. I'm afraid to say we have just lost someone. A creature that I described to you, a spider. It threw acid down upon us. Several of us are injured, and one of our dear compatriots has fallen.
So, Espen, if that is your name, what is your plan now? You said you're here to root out those swine that you say that are in a cave down the way.
Yes.
Yet you flee, is that right?
We are in really bad shape. I'll give you my honest report, and many of us are injured. Some very poorly. There are a handful of us who are well enough to fight, but alone, not a chance of storming that cave. So as it stands, we have little choice but to try and regroup, heal, and come back at them. We obviously don't feel very safe on the beach, given we are situated squarely between our foe and yourselves, which is a very delicate position to be in. So yes, you'll forgive us for entertaining thoughts of sailing away, at least to regroup and heal.
He studies you. He's looking quite intently at your face. Doesn't say anything.
So, sir, would I be right in saying you two have come to hunt out Tikos? And you two want to be storming that cave?
I don't want to storm any cave.
Well,
I want to be back in my whorehouse, enjoying the pleasures of wine, woman, and song is what I want. But I am here. I'm wet to the bone, and I'm heartily sick of this godforsaken, miserable island, is what I am.
I've had better island getaways myself. Well, what can I say? I mean, do you permit us means to part? Or at least some of our party, those that cannot go on, who will surely die if they try to tackle that cave? I ask you, do you believe me? I have been nothing but straight with you. I know you've been throwing enchantments your way. I don't know if you've
you have any indication, but if they've been successful, then you must have some idea of that I speak truly.
I'm here speaking to you because of the bodies that we found up above. Dogs, traps which have been clearly set. The man which we hunted and chased off the cliff and is now dead at the bottom. And most importantly, the fact that you carry that signal rod. Unused, I believe.
Yes.
That's at least the way I've seen.
Yes, that's correct. We have not used it yet. We were told to signal when our task was done, and as you can see, our task is far from done. We have killed some, but not nearly enough.
Will I permit you to leave? No, because I don't trust you and I don't know you, and this is a terrible place. And frankly, I've got no idea who you say you are, but the reason that you are not dead already is because of the evidence that we have seen so far. The bodies, the fact that something has been happening here, and critically that device that you showed us before. That is the reason that you're not already slain.
I think logically, sir, I have no quarrel with you. Clearly, your forces do not need to.
Maybe I have a quarry with you.
Well, or you do not wish for your forces to be weakened by engaging in a fight. You don't need to engage in with people who hold you no ill, who actually are here to defend the world as we know it. To fight back these communist, Marxist scum who wish to tear everything down, which is why we're here to protect it. And whether you're here with the same cause or whether you're paid to be here, I know not which, but the way I see it, I have no quarrel with you, and I don't wish to fight you and your men. There's enough people within the vicinity of this shore that I do want to kill, and I don't want to waste any time on yourself or spill any of your blood whatsoever.
All right.
My suggestion to you, sir, is if we... All I can ask you, sir, you have no reason to trust me, I have no reason to trust you, but it does not seem we want to fight. However, we do wish to fight the people in that cave. So perhaps we should do simply that, together. It seems we're running out of time. I don't know, do you know whose vessel this is coming into shore?
I don't.
I suspect it's Tikos. And that's probably the ship that's come to pick up this arms stash. So we need to act quickly if we're going to foil them, I would have thought. Certainly this vessel's got nothing to do with us.
Agreed.
Why not link together and storm this place? And if we have quarrel afterwards, let's settle it then. But right now, we've got a common enemy. And why not face it?
How do we know halfway through whatever awaits us down this shore that you don't stick a knife in our backs?
Because you have my word, sir. You have
my word of a stranger in the wilderness.
Correct, and that's all I've got. That's all I've got. But you can take it. If we so wanted to attack you and cause you harm, we'd have done so now. Why would I be negotiating with you now? Why would I not retreat back into the cave if indeed I was aligned with those people? Why are we throwing up a wall between us and them? Why do you see their bodies in our wake?
You speak sense. You speak sense.
Why not just come together, stop this calamity from happening? We are strong in number. We need to be, because they are well barricaded in there behind crates. There is a magical protection on the mouth of the cave that we've tried firing spells in, and they've been repelled. They have several archers trained on the entrance. It's an absolute death trap. We need a plan to get in there. There is one small gap between some of the crates, but on the ground in front there are many caltrops. Any man who runs in there will fall foul of them and probably fall to the ground and be cut down. Strikes me, sir, we need a coordinated plan among a large body of men. And I say to you, I wish you no ill.
How could... So if, as you speak true, if we have the same aim, how could we both attack the same place but not jointly? Because I still don't trust you. And I don't want you and your people and your bowmen standing behind me.
I will stand alongside you, sir.
I'm not sure if I want you standing alongside me either.
You have my word that so long as you stay true to me, I will stay true to you.
He pauses and glances up. What you do say is true. I suspect we are running out of time.
Then join with us. But there are several among us who just simply cannot. And I would put them in a boat and take them out to sea and get them out of here.
No, what I will not allow is any of you leaving this area.
Well, then at least let them retreat and let them heal, because they will die if we leave them there. One is dead already.
Retreat to where?
No, the end of the beach, wherever, away from that cave entrance.
All right.
Do you wish to meet more of my party?
Not particularly, no.
Well, okay. Well, how do you wish to play this?
How many are you?
Hang on. 14 of us, isn't it? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. There were 13 of us, and now there are 12.
How many can fight?
There seems to be at least 2 or 3 others who would need healing to carry on.
Is there another way into this cave?
Not that I know, sir. It's possible. We don't know of another entrance. We saw as we approached. I see you've pulled up the ropes, which many of them retreated down. They were originally stationed on top of the cliff, and as we approached, they all pulled back into the cave, apart from those you see dead lying on the ground, and apart from the one cowering at the other end of the beach, who perhaps you've already dispatched.
He is dead.
Yes. Beyond that, we believe they're all in the cave, as far as we know. If there is any back entrance to this place, we have not found it.
I don't want or trust you to storm the cave with us. I don't think. I will speak with my men and decide. What I will permit is for you and your party to move past us and move further down the beach, and you and your injured can do as they see fit. All of your weapons must be sheathed, all bows unstrung, all weapons put away, and your hands must be raised as you do that. We will not molest you, we will not harm you as you walk past us. In fact, we will move clearly to one side, find a wide place in the beach, and give you space to move past.
That is very gracious of you, sir.
We will investigate the cave and then make a decision of whether or not we wish to have anything further to do with you. But what I will not permit is you leaving. I don't know who you are. I don't know if there's been some internal dispute. I don't know if you are indeed part of the Tikos swine. I think it unlikely from what you're saying and all the evidence that points ahead. But I don't want people that could be of use to people that I serve disappearing. If we have an accord with that, if you remain on this beach and you follow my stipulations about weapons away and hands in the air as you pass us, while we assault that cave, investigate that cave, no harm will come to you. From my men.
That's very gracious of you, sir. And if you would be gracious enough to sheath your weapons as we pass,
We will do the same.
That would give me some solace. All I would say is that the fit men among us will remain midway down this beach, and we will await your word, and we will gladly join this fight because we have skin in the same game. My only concern is that vessel that is coming towards us. One of my number has a plan to harry that ship and delay it. That would perhaps suit your purposes too, and I would suggest that you may wish to let that happen. The rest of us can remain on the beach, but he has a plan, he has some magical ability, he wishes to impede that ship.
Let us first do as we've first said. You move past, weapons on both sides sheathed. We'll investigate the cave to our liking, so the cave you mentioned, and then we'll decide what actions we will take from there.
Very good, sir. Severin slowly offers his palm for a shake.
He cautiously does the same and shakes your hand.
Good, sir. I hope to. You seem a familiar fellow. I hope to fight alongside you, but I await your decision. I'll return now, inform my compatriots as you've suggested, and we will duly walk towards you.
Okay, cool. Let's get back to the game.
Did you miss it?
Yeah.
Who
We
missed it?
did.
Oh,
I need to go because I've got a very early morning. I'm very sorry.
Whoops, it's 20 past 10. Goodness me. Whoops, yes. Do you want to round that off, Graham, and then let's call it a night, perhaps?
All right, I'll just do a quick. Basically, the guy doesn't fully trust us, but the logic of the situation is sort of pulling on him. He has agreed that we will both all sheath weapons, unstring bows, and slowly walk, hands in the air, as will they, and will allow us to, and they will do the same, or we will pass each other on the beach to allow them to examine the cave. I've explained the situation. They appear to be here to defeat Tikos 2. They've been sent by some interested parties in Jebairima. Was Jebairima, wasn't it, Chris? Rutana. And we shall pass. And I suggest the hero party probably pull their... I don't know, they don't appear to be the Roldenic people, but I would pull up your hoods. I suggest we drag the boat down in the shallows, but keep the other arms up and put Karios in the boat, and make our way as required. They've got bows all trained on us. I don't trust this man, but I think it's the best bet we've got. If we push that boat off, they will attack, and they've got a number of bows on us. I'm inclined to think that's our best bet, but no guarantees.
Sounds good. But it's the best
Well
we can
done.
do. Yeah, well done.
Well, we'll see.
Well done.
Do we want to end it there, or do we want to round that off? I know, Mason, you've got a head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go bugger off. So,
Okay.
good night, guys.
See you, Mason. Thank you for
Thanks, Mason.
playing two
Bye,
characters.
Mason.
See you. Bye. Do we want to round it off, guys, or call it there? What do people think?
I'm happy to keep going, but over to the others.
I'm happy to keep going if we can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I'm happy to keep going.
Stara?
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'm very tired, but yep.
Okay. Yep. Okay. We'll play on for a little bit longer, kind of get to a natural place to call it. Severin, you come back. You inform your companions of this. That was in game time, so therefore it is... Sorry, in real time, we started speaking, Graham, at, I think it was 4 minutes past. So that's 19 whole minutes, Karios, of your stats declining. We'll do that out of game. we'll do that elsewhere. But yes, that was 90 minutes in the game, 90 minutes conversation with the person. What do you do, please, from here?
So I'm going to check. So we're doing 19 minutes of game time.
Yes.
Cool. Can I just say that during that time, if Mathan was able to read that they were in proper conversation, things have settled a little bit.
Yep.
She would then want to seek out and do burn relief on Demos and Leif.
Okay.
To reduce their hits per round. Still being cautious.
Yes.
And want slow movements and all that. So she'd want to, and then she would go back to preparing and holding the spell.
Cool. So you definitely got time to do that. Please roll both those rolls with full prep.
Thank you. 77.
Yep.
And 78.
Nice. 1, 2. So say for Leif, another, and he's also bathing, for another 8 rounds. So you get down to 90 Leif on 90 hits.
Yep.
Demos, who has gone, another 15. And then basically a combination of both bathing in water, the spell that you cast, and then just natural healing time. The hits per round on both Leif and Demos end.
Thank you.
Grey, you are also still taking damage as well.
Oh, sorry. If Grey was to make that known to Mathan, she would also want to heal him. Sorry, wasn't.
Okay. Yep. So Grey's been taking 1 hit per round. Give it another 8 off that, so 85 minus 8. Grey's on 77, and give me a roll for Grey, please.
58.
5/8. That spell with full prep is successful.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. And Mithane goes back to doing what she was doing.
Actually, sorry, if any of those people are expressing feeling woozy, as in at -10 due to hit loss.
Yep.
She would make that part of her usual routine. Actually, as a person who heals, check how they're feeling. Then she would want to do hit regains as well.
Okay. Well, quite. People can do their own calculations. Hang on, I will show you. Sorry state that you guys are at. Coming into main game chat now, and people can decide what if any changes they want to do. Jada, you worked on the remaining 4 rounds on Nicholas, and one of the 3 key muscles in his leg is now healed. It'll take a day for him to repair. Any other actions from you, Jada, during this, 19 minutes?
Oh, so we finished all those other rounds?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What next? I've got to just have a sleep, don't I? So, yeah, I can't do much else. I've got to just sleep.
So, I have said that we'd be willing to join them in the attack. They said we've got a common enemy, but I did say that several of us were 2 wounded and we'd lost 1 person, and that some would have to remain, would need urgent healing and can't go on. So, that could include you, Jada. Obviously, if you needed to, obviously you've got to sleep and do your thing.
Yeah, I've got one, but does that mean I'm just exhausted and can't really move around?
What? No, you need to sleep though, right? To do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with 1 spell point left, am I just fine? I can't do spells, or am I sort of like tired, can't move?
No, you just can't cast any more spells unless it's one first level. That's all. Yeah, so, you could take refuge at the other end of the beach or something with it,
Okay.
or even sleep in the boat if might be a good idea. And the rest of us, those who can fight, they're going to look at they're going to look at the cave and then decide whether they want to. I think they will call on us when they find that everything I've said is entirely true. But we'll need to wait their signal. But they're aware of the urgency. The other thing I didn't mention is we wanted to harry the boat, the ship that's coming towards us. What did he say about that, Chris?
He said they'll inspect the cave first and then make a call.
Yeah.
So during the 19 or so minutes that Severin was speaking, any other actions from any other characters I need to be aware of?
Mithan will cast a healing spell on Gray, Nicholas, Leif.
Well, yep, let's do them. Let's do them
and
in order.
Demos.
Cool.
Yep.
So Gray, give me a roll.
I'm not in the right channel. D100. So with touching and stuff. It's
So
29.
29 is successful.
And
This is
so
for Gray.
This is the one.
Yep. How much?
Heals 22 hits.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
Gray, you are now on 99.
22 hits?
Yep. So you had 77 plus 22 is 99.
I thought he was on 90, sorry. 90 out of 122?
Oh, he's now on 99. No, he was on
what's
77 because he was sorry, he was, but he took more hits per round, the same with the others. So no, he's definitely on 99.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, 99.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool. Next, please, the phone.
What did I say? Seven.
Oh, yeah. If anyone's got a spare one, Tanya's not looking too hot either.
Okay, yep, Tanya.
Give me a roll.
9.
9 hits.
Sorry, no, that's the spell.
Oh, the spell goes off? Yes.
Yep,
Yes, it does. So it only fails on 1s and 2s. Pete?
Cool.
Assuming you're prepping
19.
and touching and all the rest? Yep.
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay, 63 plus 9 is 82 for Tanya.
Thanks.
Sure. It was next. It was down. Oh, so what she's on? Oh, no point. Actually, no point in doing Nicholas because he's at negative 85. So what's a few more negatives, eh?
Yeah.
In a way. Askell looks okay. Leif needs some healing.
Okay.
The spell roll is 83.
So,
The hit roll is 3d10. Is 13.
13 for Leif. So 103. 103 for Leif. Yep.
103 divided by 140. Ah, man, he's on 73%, so he's still a little bit negative 10. Right, that was Leif. Nathaniel doesn't need it, no. Demos. So Demos is the last one, and then she might do Leif again.
Okay.
D100. Spell is a 68.
Success.
3d10, so his to heal is 16. That's
16.
Demos on.
Bang on 100 for Demos.
So that's 100. So 100 divided by 135 equals. Oh no! 74%. So that's 4 of those. That's 16 power points plus another 6 is 22 out of her 49. So she's still got 27.
Okay.
Power points. Another one for Leif, another one for Demos, just to get us above the 75%.
Yep.
The 100 is 13.
Success.
And the 3d10. This is for Leif. 13 power points. 13 hit points.
116 for Leif.
So well, he was on just about there before. Yep. And exclamation mark. D10. This is 2 more spells. Oh, there's a 1.
There's a 1. Roll this and don't put yourself...
Oh, no. My mistake. I was rolling a D10, not a D100.
Okay.
Sorry. 43.
43. That spell is successful, and the hits.
13
Demos.
hits.
13 hits. Thank you. Demos is on 113. You guys are feeling a little bit healthier. I'll show you where you end up. Okay, so that's that action was happening while that was plenty of time for while Severin was away speaking. Any other actions while Severin was away that I should be aware of?
No, I think
Okay.
just well, I mean, continue to prepare, but
Okay.
I'm wanting to look at where the ship is.
Okay, so the ship has back to has stopped. It's kind of weighed anchor out here, quite some distance out in the what do I have weighed anchor? No, it's probably.
We can't see us.
I can't see
Oh
the
no, you
screen.
can't, because I've swapped. Here we go. It's way out in the distance. It initially was coming into shore, and then probably in the last 10 or so minutes it's pulled out, and it's now gone further out into the bay, and is really just sitting there.
We can't see a pair.
Okay, so no other actions while Severin was away. Severin.
oh, sorry. Nathaniel will get a pack.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pack.
Yes.
Can Askel draw his bow?
Sorry.
Because we can help now, can't we? If we pull a weapon, they're not going to freak out.
No, we're sheathing our weapons.
Oh, we're sheathing still. Okay. Well, do you want me to get the pack? Or?
I've got them packed. All right, thanks.
Pack.
Got it.
Okay, sorry, forgot about that. There's still no picture on the screen.
Should be a picture. You should be able to see it. Can everybody else see it?
Yeah.
I can
I've got
see
it.
Cool.
What?
Okay.
Weird.
Severin, you return. Other preparation stuff, getting ready to go, collecting up gear, etc. Severin describes the conversation and what happens.
Well, if it's all right I mean, is everyone okay with that? I think we drag the boat, keep it close to shore, leave Karios in the boat, and do what they're asking us to do, so long as they do the same, and just pass each other and nod, I suspect.
Yep.
Yep.
And not make any comments, Askel, or any odd looks or anything, and just keep it cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you start to follow that plan, and suddenly the voice again from down the beach, Yonton, the person you're speaking to, Severin, leave the boat.
Well, what do you think? I'll tell you what. We'll just cast it adrift. We'll leave it, and Nathaniel can always come back and get it, right?
Good point. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So allow it to drift out. Yeah.
Okay. Done. And you follow that plan. So you walk on down, and it's very nervous. This you sheath weapons. I'm assuming. Bows are unstrung. I am assuming. Is anybody doing anything with weapons I should be aware of? Surreptitiously palming something or doing anything I need to know about?
No, I just put my bow back in my bag, or hold my bow, whatever.
Just be aware of being ready to cast instantaneous spells like deflections if needed. That's
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So as you come down to here, this group, 1, 2, and by the way, looking behind you, wasn't just 2 bowmen that had you in your shot. No one else, by the way, looked up at the other ropes. There are another 2 down there as well. So there were 4 bowmen, 4 people up on the cliff. These people cluster down here, kind of the widest part, and give you a very wide berth, and you single file walk down carrying Karios' forlorn, now very soggy body, and you walk past each one of these people, and I'll flick them up on screen of who you see. They look a pretty interesting bunch, fair to say. Pretty rough and ready, some of them. This person. This person. 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 Hang on. Oh, hang on. I may not have the right one. Just a sec. I did. Show you again. Sorry, guys. This person.
He's the guy I spoke to.
Yes, this person. This person. This person. This person. This person. This person. And this person. And it's a very kind of tense moment as you all walk past. Hands are kind of off weapons, but if you can see the GM screen, they're down by the side. You imagine gunslingers kind of ready to kind of quick draw. No one's touching weapons yet, but people are pretty jittery. They're looking at you, you're looking at them. Pretty nervous as you walk past. Anything anybody does or says as you begin to walk past?
Severin will acknowledge the guy he's been speaking to.
Okay.
And bow respectfully and say, a reminder, sir, as you clear the fence, beware. You'll see we've put a large wood wall up. As you around that, you'll be in direct fire. If you need our assistance, please signal.
Oh, all right. He doesn't.
Sorry, Nicholas. Oh, sorry, Chris.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, Nicholas will murmur to Severin if he's got an opportunity. There was one enemy still on the path. Did they kill him?
Yes, he's gone.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It's quite a tense scene. Does anybody else say or do anything? Askell or Jadar, do you say anything? Gray.
I think Star is gone.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Gray is just heads down.
Okay.
Not trying to antagonise anyone.
Okay. So you move on past the. Didn't hear Starry go. Did she say goodbye?
No, you were talking. She just dropped off.
Okay.
I think she was weary.
Okay. So to give you, so you come around this large rock here, and then down at the base of the cliff, and then this little kind of bay area here, and you can just make out here the big one of them here, the beginnings of the very steep path which now towers above you. What do you do? It is a dead end, by the way.
We can get up the steep. We can get up the steep path if we wanted to, though, right?
You can.
It's
very steep and slippery, but yes, you can.
I was going to suggest those that are obviously need somewhere for Jada and Karios to be as safe as they can be. I suggest the rest of us just are on guard to join the other lot, if they're those who can fight, and those that are who's still too weak. Do we think? I mean, Nicholas is not in great shape, right?
Nicholas is definitely not in great shape.
So Nicholas, Jada, and obviously Karios. Would everyone else join the fight?
So I think hero party shouldn't.
Oh, you think? Because I don't think they weren't the Roldenics, were they?
They weren't. But I think that the hero party have had their faces up everywhere.
I don't know if these people will give a shit, actually. I mean, these look like mercenaries. What does everyone else think?
Everyone else, that's me. At this late stage, I don't know. I didn't meet them. I don't know. I think there's merit in both. I don't know. Do we just wait to be called and then decide?
They're definitely not the same bunch. I mean, they look quite a ragtag bunch of cutthroats. They look like they're mercenaries.
One last thing to add from the GM. At the base of the cliff, 3 bodies.
3 bodies. Oh, 2 we... Right. They look familiar. Yeah. May as well search them, see if they've got anything interesting.
Looted. Gone. Nothing.
Okay.
Cool. Happy to go with your call.
Well, no,
we want to.
Well, we've got time to think about that for next time anyway. But
Let's have a mull it over.
But I guess maybe those who think they might want to move slightly further down the beach so we can still be in communication while not looking like we're coming up behind them. So not too far. Maybe where we crossed and stay there.
So for me, the priority is Jadar gets to sleep. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
So we'll wait. We can dwell on decide on that between now and the next time.
Okay. Well, maybe I can. Okay, well, if that is your priority, and I know that Jadar's player's not here, but just to describe, it's a pretty miserable, nasty place in the pouring rain to sleep. But there are a couple of overhangs. It's not dry, but with some clothes, etc., you can create some kind of place to lie down. And some of it at least is undercover. So Jada would probably have at least enough to spread out and at least lie down. She might eventually get to sleep. Yep.
Well, the thing would be, Leif will be able to cast sleep on her.
Okay.
willing target and all that.
Yeah,
the first few rounds will be... First round, yeah. So if she's willing to do that, he's got the power points to do it. Would stash Karios with her,
yes.
And Nicholas would have to stay because he's useless.
Yes.
But everyone else is in reasonable shape, so...
Severin has a tarp. He can pull that out so they can cover them.
So Jada's invisible, right?
Yes, she is.
So Nicholas will just make himself,
you guys, if the people who end up remaining, if obviously they start piling off that boat, you might have to make it back up that path, but they may not go all the way up, of course.
Yeah. But I think if Leif is happy to put, if we think that's the plan.
Yep.
Leif is happy to help put Jada to sleep. If that
Go for it. Yeah. She might.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Give me a roll, please.
Cool. So he'll prepare and touch her, and she'll be willing.
Yep.
82.
82. And what's the bonus for for winning?
Oh, one moment. No, he can't. Hang on a second. Maybe he can't. No, he can't. He's got sleep. Sick. Okay. No, sorry, he can't. He can't. His spell doesn't do that number of... She's 7th level, and his spell only goes up to 6th level, so apologies. False alarm.
Okay. Jada throws herself down on the ground and tries to get as comfortable as she can. Never before has a night's sleep been so important. And we can kind of come to Jada's sleep or not next session. Is that probably a reasonable place to end it, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say so.
At 10 to 11. I agree.
Yeah, sheets are ready for populating, by the way.
Cool.
And Vader to Mythan for healing.
Excellent.
Thank you. And Sophocles to Severin for negotiating. It was going to be. I thought it might be Jade after healing this time, but I think Severin. I think that's what got us out of this tense situation.